What? Corey Haim and Corey Feldman are giving out their personal numbers. If you call 1-900-909-3700, you can listen to their private phone messages and get their personal number where you can leave them a message of your own. $2 the first minute, 45 cents each additional minute. Ask your parents before you call. 1-900-909-3700.
If you call me right now, I'll give you my private number.
You call that number, and you'll hear a recording, and I'll give you my personal number if you call that, and we'll wrap.
Dog you've got there. But hold on. In a previous life, he could have been George Washington. Nice cat. Perhaps Annie Oakley. And look at him. Why, it's Napoleon. Reincarnation. What human being was your pet in a previous lifetime? Master reincarnationist E. David Scott will tell you when you call this number. Just answer simple questions with your touch-tone phone. $1.95 per minute for entertainment only. Under 18, get permission. Call now. Learn who your pet was as a human in a previous lifetime.
Stop hating Mondays. Be a professional and hate the whole week instead.
What are you doing if this happened in front of your house?
Get out the way, bitch, get out the way.
My name is Cecil. I'll sell you gas or diesel cars on my lot. Some of them new, some of them not. I got a tricked out crew. They got one job to do. Tend to your needs, take good care. Make sure they treat you honest and fair. So many deals far and above. One of these babies you're sure to love. Come find a car and we'll do our part. 'Cause I'm Cecil Myers, the dealer with a heart.
Hi, I'm John Brooks, known in the Frisbee world as Crazy John. Imagine you are holding a parakeet. Hold tightly enough to keep him from escaping, but not hard enough to kill him. Of course, you're never absolutely sure where it's going. That's the fun.
No more bacon, no more sausage, no more orange juice, no more coffee, no more biscuit, no more light bread, no more bread, no more scrambled eggs.
Do you feel that? Do you feel that? Oh, shit.
We're doing it!
What's happening, everybody? Come on, get in here. We're doing it. How's it going, everybody? Thursday, midday, right here on the East Coast. We're doing it. Yes, we are. Midday. How's it going? It is noon here on the East Coast of the United States. How you do? I'm the man, BF Buffalo, Bobby Fran, Streamshow 88. No, this is not a podcast, folks. This is a stream show. This is where I like to take all the things I like about podcasting and radio and friends, mix it all together, and come here every day of the week and do it with you and hang out with you great people hanging out in the chat. So we got our regular stuff here. We'll do the BF Live, not so serious news. We'll do the chat family check-in. We're going to do a little kind of look back on the public access TV days. We're going to look back at some of those kind of old variety shows that went on there. We got a lot of fun. I got internet shite. Maybe we'll do some soulful horoscope readings, some Perry talk, all kind of the fun stuff that we like to do here. I see the chat's gathering up, and I got a bro backstage that I'm going to bring in. So let's do that now. He's the bro, you know. I think his connection's cool. Let's say hello to Scott Fitzpatrick, the prop master. Come on in, Scott. Hey, buddy.
Almost was late today. Almost was late putting that armpit list together.
Yeah, and it's so much so, buddy, that I'm going to say right now, if you tap on your mic, you almost sound like you're coming through another mic, buddy. I'm glad you're coming through it all, but you almost do sound like you're coming through another mic. Yeah, I don't hear you tap, but whatever. But I'm glad I could hear I can hear you anyway through your other mic. But yeah, so I'll stall while Scott is doing that. I'll fill in some time. So what Scott was talking about is that he was late, kind of getting backstage because right before the show, he and I we're still working on that armpit bit. Oh, don't think that Dr. Scotty Fitzpatrick has gone anywhere. Let me tell you. Oh, there he is. You're coming through loud now. You're coming through strong. Right, Scott? Scotty Fitzpatrick is doing his work in the lab, aren't you, buddy?
Yes, I am.
Yes.
And I'll be glad when it's over, man. But
so that's what I was about to say. Let me reassure you, lest anyone think that Scott is just playing around with this. Scott is taking this quite seriously, as am I, and we're kind of making sure that we have a really good kind of a comprehensive list of all the. I think we're going to have like maybe 10. Scott, you think? What do you think about 10?
Yeah, about 10. And I try to cover a spectrum. It's not necessarily that one's better than the other because each to their own, but I try to get a spectrum. There's all different varieties.
Yeah. You even put your criteria in our little messenger thing that we kind of share. You were like, look, BF, I judge them on this. Let some people to know what you kind of what you're going to be judging these pits on, buddy.
Yeah. Some of the first things I like to look for is shadowing, which would mean hair. Give you an idea how recently they shaved.
Or a deep pit or a shallow pit. I've noticed that myself. That can give you some shadows too.
Yep. And I look for dirt beads or deodorant residues.
Okay. Points off for that. Okay.
I myself, I like a little sunlight on them, so I kind of like a tan, but I like it to be an even tan. I don't want some people. Some of them lift up and it's a white underneath. Yeah,
white
I like a nice,
kind of
even, smooth.
Wow, you want to know that. You want to know them pits have even been out in the sun, man. So there you go. Like I said, everybody, lest anyone think that Scott doesn't take this quite seriously. I've learned this over time by doing shows with Scott is that this is like something that really Scott, he like was really looking out for. When he would see ladies, he'd be like, well, they got certain pits and they got certain pits. And so I've noticed this. And then, more and more you hear where Scott, he judges them on this criteria he was telling you. So we're going to have a lot of fun doing that. So we were working in the lab. We're putting that together. So we're going to try to present that to you probably sometime next week. But yeah, that's a lot of fun doing that. But maybe we'll get our boy. I think we're going to try to get our boy Tay Boogie involved and maybe help him, like, check your rankings or something, or come on the air and maybe kind of judge them. And like you said, maybe we'll do like a laser pointer thing, and you'll let us know why you've given these pits a certain rank, right?
Yeah. I'd like to get somebody. I'll get Tay in here because like I said, each their own. He might have his own.
He might have a different perspective that the doctor doesn't. Yeah, but I understand probably next to you, he has a little passion for the pit game too. So when he heard you were going to do this, he got really excited. And so we've been talking behind the scenes. So we're putting that together. But while we're putting that together, we still got all kind of other fun to get into. Speaking of other kind of fun to get into, is I hold it down 12 to 3-ish here on the East Coast. But I'm going to keep it a tight 3 o'clock today because right after this show, we're just starting the fun. After this show, Bob freaking Levy is coming on out of the coffin. I saw him listed earlier. So yeah, we're doing that thing. So we're going to have fun here from 12 to 3. And then after that, we're going to go right over to the Levy-verse and hang out with our boy Bob Levy. So before we do any of that, let's get into what we do here on BF Live. I see all kinds of cool ass people building up in the chat. So let me do it. Let me run my element and let's get into it. You know how we do it here on BF Live on a Thursday. Let's do the chat family check-in. Let me know what you're up to. Woo! Are you at work? Are you home? What are you doing? You ready, Scott? Let's go, buddy.
I'm ready.
Let's go. We're going. Come on.
Amongst yourselves.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's see what our friends are up to. Because this show is built on chat family. I love you guys. Today is June 6th. It's Thursday, man. So we're finishing up our first week in June real soon. Let me go to the top like I do. Live Ween says, I am listening to Tokay's Bobby expose currently. I just learned that BF is made of wings and sauce. Not true, lest anyone think that is true. Yeah, shout out to that. I caught a little bit of that. I watched most of it. I watched all of it this morning. I scanned through it last night, but I watched it this morning. So yeah, he did like a little thing over there on the cut of the Jib channel. Space Nerd says second, and you're number one. It doesn't matter when you check in. Nerd, I love it, man. I don't have that sound, so you always get it live. Definitely got to get that on my board. Good morning, or afternoon, nerd. I'm listening to the same thing right now, Live Ween. Cheers, says to Space Nerd from Donkey Kongington. Was straightening one of my buildings up this morning and found what appears to be an approximately 2 to 3 year old jar of booms. Oh shit. Well, Scott, what the little bit I know about booms or shrooms is that they don't like wine, don't they? They age, right?
I don't really know much about them. I didn't know what booms meant until you just now told me.
I think that's kind of trying to keep up with the jargon of my hipsters in here in my chat, my boy Donkey Kongington. I'm thinking booms is just short for shrooms, but he can correct me if I'm wrong about that. Good morning, Donkey from Space Nerd. Good morning, Space Nerd from Donkey Kongington. Kahuna Nui is checking in. He says, hey, gang, how's everybody doing?
Hey.
He checked in before the show even started. How you doing there, brother? Kahuna. Bibby's checking in. How you doing, Bibby? Saying, hey, Kahuna. Kahuna shouted right back to Bibby. Space Nerd, mahalo Kahuna Nui. Space Nerd is shouting out Bibby. Kahuna Nui also says Ned. Donks. Live Ween. Getting the love from Kahuna Nui. Oops, he meant nerd. I was wondering who Ned was. I thought we had a new member in the chat family that I wasn't aware of, Scott. We don't have no Ned. No Neds yet. We got nerds, but no Neds. Hey, Space Nerd from Bybee. Good morning from the lovely Bybee's wife checking in. All the family is checking in here on BF Live. We're getting your day started in the right way. Thanks for being with me. Let the games begin, says Reverend Wild Bill. Puff, puff, pass. See, we are soned to, Scott. It's so cool how you get to know people in this chat family. I didn't even get to this chat, and the next chat said puff, puff, pass. Look at that, because that's how in tune me and my boy Wild Bill are. That's my smoking bro. How you doing, Wild Bill? Hung out on Replayables last night. Greetings from Atlanta, Georgia. Good afternoon, everyone, says our friend Wild Bill. Bybee's a troll. Block him. That's from Scott Fitzpatrick. Hey, Reverend, nice to see you. Reverend Wild Bill is shouting out to Big Kahuna. Big Kahuna says, at Scott, where were you this morning? I figured you were walking around searching for good, free internet. Yeah, Scott, did you, he kind of wants to know how your day got started.
Yeah, you know how I was bragging about my walks I was taking and my weight loss and all that. Well, I got off of it a little bit for a couple of weeks and I've gained some pounds back. I'm trying to get myself back in track. So they caught me on a walk. Kai and Kahuna did. I was already out walking around the lake looking at some animals.
Well, that's good.
I couldn't get back.
I guess it's better to be caught doing something for your health than caught not doing something for yourself. I thought you were going to say that you were kind of off your game right now and that they caught you slacking a little bit.
Well, I'm trying to get back on the game.
Well, that's cool, man. I know you're serious about that. You know, you talk about how you're up and down and all, so that's cool. So Big Kahuna knew about that. Let's see. Herpes is here and saying hello again. Yeah, Herpes, you never quite go away. You're kind of always lingering around, aren't you? Shout out to the 25 people that have or are currently checking in to BF Live. Let's get our day started on a positive note. We're hanging out. Chat family. Space Nerd shouting out Scott Fitzpatrick. You getting the love, Scott?
Nerd.
Scott! There you go. Sup, nerd? You got the nerd right back from Scott. Hack Ride is checking in with the avocados. Don't do what the avocado things, man. I see things going on social media that some of my friends aren't happy with avocados right now. And she's gotten all of this just from an innocent listing when we do the National Day Hey Hey here on BF Live pretty much every day or most days. We checked in and I innocently brought up that it was avocado day, bro. And ever since, for weeks now, we have been haunted by avocados and guacamole and things of this nature.
Yeah, there isn't a day that's gone by since then I haven't heard something about avocados every day.
Right. We learned how to spell them, guacamole. We're learning all kind of facts. Maybe Bobby Nick has a farm up there in Canada. I didn't even know you could grow avocados up in Canada, but apparently it's all going on. Thanks to these crazy knuckleheads in this chat here. Scott Fitzpatrick says, Kahuna, it took me longer to get to the crib than I thought it would. Back to the house. Let's see. Buckshot Kid, he says, I'm late, and so is BF. We're both jagoffs. I will own that with you today, Buckshot. How you doing, buddy? I thought about you when it got into the When it got into the 01, I said, my friend Buckshot Kid, he's going to give me shit for being a little late. He said, we're doing it. Come on, we're doing it. We're doing it. You know it. You know it, the Reverend Wild Bill. Thanks for being here today, buddy. Hello, BF. Well, hello, how you doing, Space Nerd? Hello, Stream Elements for our friend Buckshot. Berkshire Curve from Space Nerd. Cheers, Kahuna, Bybee, Hack Ride, Scott, BF. Cheers, all. Hello, Space Nerd from Buckshot Kid. Morning, afternoon, Reverend Wild Bill from Space Nerd. Hello, Donkey Kongington from Buckshot. The Reverend Wild Bill is shouting out to the Space Nerd. Hey, Donkey Kongington from Bybee. Hello, Bybee from Buckshot Kid. Donkey Kongington says, Buckshot Kid, Wild Bill, cheers. Buckshot Kid also says, hello, BF and Scott. Take care, Scott, if you don't see this. All right. You got it. Scott! He's got you. We appreciate the love. Hi, H-I-G-H, Donkey Kongington is sent from the Reverend Wild Bill. The Big Kuna Nui says, Buckshot, give him the love. Space Chief 75, the Archies. You know what we do. This is what we do lately. There it is. The freshest art. I love having my own art. Thank you, Space Chief 75. I hope you're doing like you normally do and you're listening and you're drawing something. Hit like if it's your birthday. Go ahead. It's your birthday. We're going to party like it's Terry Nee's birthday. How you doing? Good afternoon. Happy Thursday, Terry Nee. Thank you for joining us here, buddy. At Scott, armpit dreads okay. What is your opinion on armpit dreads from Kahuna Nui? Would like to know, Scott.
I like it bald eagle.
Bald eagle.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the bohemian look.
We might have some fuzzy ones for you to look at, though.
Oh, yes, we do have all kind of categories. Yeah, we got fuzzies, not so fuzzy. We got different mixes for you. We're gonna have a lot of fun with that. I'm gonna crop them and make sure that you really can't tell who the person is. We're gonna show the pit. We're gonna see if we can match the pit with the person, or if everybody can just do random guesses. And then Scott's gonna analyze them. We're gonna have a lot of fun with it. Donkey Kongington, Space Chief, cheers. Kahuna Nui says Space Chief getting the love. Donkey Kongington getting the love from Space Chief 75. Space Nerd says, happy birthday, the Big Kahuna Nui. I don't even know whose birthday it is for anymore. Let's see, Bobby Nick is checking in. Look at him.
Get in here.
He's saying, good morning, folks. He has the link. He knows what's up. If he needs to take a break, I understand. Kahuna Nui, what's up, the Big Kahuna from Terry Nee. Kahuna's getting the love from Space Chief. Terry Nee is giving the peace sign. Peace to you, brother. Hey, Bobby Nick from Space Chief 75. Bobby Nick is also getting love from Bybee. Thanks, nerd. How did you know it was his birthday? Oh, boy. Just a feeling. Was it more than a feeling? Let me see. Psych, here it is. Bones up. 666. Psych is here. Perry's favorite person.
Shut the fuck up.
You love Psych, man, and you know it. I see him super chat all the time on Perry. How you doing, Psych? Bones up, buddy. Space G75. Rocket, red, countdown, liftoff. At least that's not red rocket. You see, whoa, wait a minute. Red rocket. Red rocket. Red rocket countdown liftoff. What the space? I like when the nerd and the chief are talking to each other. Space nerd is saying, hey, oh, Psych. Bobby Nick is getting the love from Big Kahuna Nui. Brother Psych from Scott Fitzpatrick. Space Chief is giving the love back to the nerd. Happy National Potato Week, Terry Nee, from our friend Donkey Kongington. You've been selling that all week. Let's see. Hey, Psych from Bybee. Kahuna Nui from Psych. Definitely get Tay. We're gonna get Tay involved. Hopefully the days match up and we can get Tay back on here. But Tay's a bro, and yeah, we're kind of working on that. Shrooms can go bad, says our friend Wild Bill. See, I don't know that. I smokes weed. I smokes weed, Bill. That's right. I smokes it before it goes bad. You know how that goes, brother. Reverend Wild Bill says, or they lose potency. Space Nerd says, the Reverend Wild Bill, mine never lasts. That's my friend Space Nerd. There he is. Mandy Diff. There she is. Mandy Diff. The BF Live fishing expert and consultant. How you doing there? Good morning, Mandy Diff. Hello, everyone, she says. Ned from Bubba the Love. Hey, Ned is in the chat. I heard. No, not Ned. It was supposed to be nerd. It was a mistype. Missing on the printer. How you doing? Like, hey, Ned. This is Ned from the Bubba Show. Hey, Bubba. This is Ned. Now, pot. That's bad to begin with and didn't finish. I throw it away. Gasp. What? Now, pot that is bad to begin with and didn't finish. I throw away. Oh, shit. Lervern from our friend Space Nerd. They probably are, is what I figured. Mandy Diff is getting a love from Big Kahuna. Look who's checking in. It's the fish. The fish of Joker. Hello, everybody. Let's get high. Well, truth be told, I pre-gamed a little bit, so I might be a little ahead of you. But how you doing, Jokerfish? Let's catch up. Come on, man. I microdose shroom oil, said our friend Wild Bill. Live Ween Jokerfish is Tally. I'm so high right now. I don't know where I am right now. Scott, I'm high. That's the tune of Funky Town. Beep, beep, boop, beep. Let's see. All love you, BF Bobby and Scott Fitzpatrick. We love you too, nerd. Come on, man. That's the tune of Funky Town. Deep, 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 deep. At Jokerfish from Big Kahuna Noi. Space Nerd says, Jokerfish, I'm working. I do have edibles in my bag to take on my way home. Wink, wink. Won't accidentally eat them at lunchtime. Hey, Joker from Psych. Live Ween, hello from Jokerfish. Boone's Farm. Who's going Boone's Farm, Scott? Oh, my goodness. That was the old budget wine from around here. You had Boone's Farm back in the day when you were young. Did you not?
I remember that. Yeah,
we all kind of remember that. Oh, yeah, that shit was everywhere, man. Get that shit for like $2 a bottle or some shit.
Yeah, with the Mad Dog 2020.
Mad Dog, Old English. They were all on the same kind of case. Hey, Bobby. Hey, Nerd. And Scott. I know that guy. Let's see where he is. He's right there. Scott! There you go. Right on Space Nerd from Jokerfish. Strawberry Hill, Boone's Farm. Live We knows what's up. There's the Scott again. You're getting the love from Andy D. Scott! Psych, hello from Jokerfish. Big Kahuna from Jokerfish. Berber the Love Sponge. Yes, the old Berber the Love Sponge show. Jokerfish, Psych, Space Nerd, and Kahuna getting all the love from Mandy Diff. Reverend Bob Bill is checking in with the eggplant. We know what that means. Hey, Mandy Diff. Hello, Mandy Diff from Jokerfish and Space Nerd. National Avocado Day is celebrated July 31st. Look, I'm gonna have some soreness in the air about these avocados. That's all I'm going to say about that. And now they are called applecados, thanks to Wendy. Wendy's calling them applecados now. Hey, Hack Rider, I want some applecados. I didn't hear that, Scott.
I guess she's got a couple of Facebooks or something. She's friended me on them, and I can't really tell what's going on.
Yeah, same, Scott. I've had that experience recently with Wendy too. She must be on a friend thing because I've been friended recently too. Bobby Nick, come back. He's gone for a week over the damn avocados. Uh-oh. Bobby, come back. Let's sing it. Let's see if we can get him back. Let's try. Bobby, come back. You can blame it all on Hack Ride. And probably a little bit Terry Nee too. Bobby, come back.
You need to help me comb my spider hair. You don't have to wear that bikini.
I believe that Mandy is alluding to a message that I saw on social media indicating that Bobby Nick has had quite enough his fill of avocados, and I think he needs a little break is kind of what I'm seeing on social media. Daily compulsions to talk about avocados has been linked to gayness, studies say. That's allegedly. How dare you? I resemble that remark. Donkey.
Hello, Frisco.
Hack Ride, that is great. Avocados. Space Nerd things. Hey, Andy from Donkey Kongington. Jokerfish, Wild Bill, hello. Hack Ride says, have you noticed also how concerned about Bobby Nick's health Wendy is? She's so sweet. Yeah, you fat ass. You need to get your fat ass up and walk around. That's how she's concerned. She is, right, Scott? That's what she says to him.
You potato couch. Is what she says.
Yeah. Wendy's all about the tough love. She ain't about none of this nice stuff, and we'll bring it along nicely. Wendy brings it. You heard in the messages that she sent them yesterday. Reverend Wild Bill, hi at Jokerfish. Space Nerd says, I have an avocado almost every day this week. Jesus. I like a good armpit with cornrows, LOL, says Wild Bill. Said no one ever except Wild Bill. Bobby Nick, get the fuck up there, and everyone shut up about the avocados, Nick. Holy shit. Let's see. Good morning, guys. Hey, Jake, how you doing? What's up, checking in, buddy?
Jake.
What's up, guys?
Hey, Scott, you might not know this, but Jake was, of course, you probably do realize that Jake was doing a live this morning, maybe. So I just happened to jump in the chat, and I threw my donation links in there. Because he's over there trying to get money. So I have a wrench over there, so I was able to throw my donate links in there. So I had a good little fun back and forth. He laughed about it, and I said hello to my boy Jake this morning. So hi, Jake. How you doing, buddy? We had a lot of fun with that. And we also talked about how happy he was that Bob got his colonoscopy. He was very happy about that. Hello, Jake from Mandy Diff. Happy birthday, Big Kahuna, the Kahuna Nui. The Reverend is getting the laughs from the Big Kahuna Nui. Hello, Jake from Jokerfish. Terry and he has got the love for potatoes. A King of All Diffs is checking in with them emojis. I keep my shrooms vacuum sealed in a freezer. won't lose potency or go bad. Psilocybin levels tested as good as the first day I picked them. Whoa. Big Hunano, says, nerd, did you get me anything this year or the same as last year? That's right. I get everybody the same thing I got them last year. Absolutely nothing. Nerd, Big Hunanui, it's in the mail, says, yeah, it's like the check. The check is in the mail as well. I was going to roll a joint, but then I got high. Boom, boom. Ooh. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. La da da da. La da da da, la da da da. Do, 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 do. I was gonna roll a joint, but then I got high. Ooh. Okay, there you go. Enough of that. Let's see. Oxygen ruins psilocybin over long periods of time. For those of you drug heads that don't know that, Donks is getting the last. Yes, buddy.
All this shroom talk. I said I was one and done, but they're getting me where I might want to try another one.
Damn, man, I can't believe that. Damn. Hey, welcome to Shroom Talk here on BF Live on a Thursday afternoon, everybody. It turned into an episode of Shroom Talk. Nerd, nice. I'm excited. Space Nerd says, at Donkey Kongington, I was going to call my mom, but then I got high. This was last week. I sent that to her and the song so she would get it. I was going to call your mom, but then I got high. Ooh, I was going to visit your ass too, but then I got high. Reverend Wild Bill, Boone's Farm, Strawberry Hill. There's a guy that knows the old school game. Space Nerd getting the last from Donkey Kongington. I have about 3/8 of an ounce at the moment, says Space Nerd. Cisco was a wild drink, says our friend Jokerfish. Donkey Kongington say hello from Jokerfish. Of Boom's Nerd, talking about the booms and the shrooms. I love Wendy, says Mandy, we all do. Blue Ape reverts, I think. I have a QP of each. They got talking about what they got. Hey, Hack Ride, grrr. Uh-oh. We got the smiles. What's up, Scott? Kahuna Nui.
No, these guys are talking about them streams all the time in here.
They really, I think we're slowly shifting from avocados. We're kind of in a weird kind of avocado shroom kind of verse right now here on BF Live for whatever reason. Probably because of these wild ass people in the chat.
Making the turn.
Whoa, we did a shroom party at Abel's, says Psych. I still love you, Hack Ride, says our friend Mandy Diff. Space Nerd says, of course you do, my friend who gets them from California, going to start growing. Psych word from Space Nerd. We are trying to save Bobby. Veggies and exercise. We need Bobby for decades to come. Yeah, I don't know how we're going to get him on a treadmill anytime soon, or avocados are going to do much good, but hey, Hack Ride from Mandy Diff. Psych says, if you ever need some, let me know. Got them all the time. Will do. USPS. Thank you, USPS and Space Nerd. Bobby eats plenty of tomato sauce that stones cancer cells. So fuck the avocado, says Mandy Diff. Psych. There you go. You got to send yourself weed. We're talking about what you send yourself. USPS. We love it. Space Nerd's got the love. Space Chief is laughing. Space Nerd is laughing at something I said earlier. You need to try some different strains, different trip. Cisco Kid. Yes, he was a friend of mine. Yes, he was. Space Nerd is a member of the Avocado of the Month Club of the avocados. Space Nerd, I am Terry Nee. Shrooms could cure the world. And we are at the end of the chat family check-in with Drughead. So that's it, man. That was the opening one. Here's one. If everyone was on shrooms, we would all be at peace. Yeah. We wouldn't realize what was going on around us. And for now, let's get on to some other fun stuff here on BF Live. But for now, that was the opening chat family check-in. Let's go.
Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves.
There you go. And that's how we do that. That's how we open the show with the chat family check-in right here on BF Live, hanging out with the friends, and we get the vibes, and I know what everybody's up to with their shrooms, and we're talking Scott into having shrooms. We're talking armpits. We're talking all kind of wild shit here. We're talking avocados too, Scott. Imagine that. We've talked about shrooms, pits, and avocados in the first half hour of the show. What is going on?
Where else you get that? Where else are you going to get that?
That's right. I agree, buddy. Where else are you going to get that combination of shit to talk about in the first half hour of the show? But that's what we do. That's what Chat Family brings to this show, and Bobby, Nick, and all of our friends. So that's awesome. But we got some other stuff to get into. We'll be here till at least 3 o'clock, till exactly 3 o'clock, because I got to go over and see what my boy Bob Levy's going to be up to at 3 o'clock on the Levy-verse. We had fun hanging out on the Levyverse last night on a Wednesday night. We had a spirited midweek freaks. We did like 2 hours or so. So yeah, if you ever can't wait till Friday and you want to have some fun, check us out on Wednesday night at 8 o'clock East. And this week, let me give you a programming reminder for Replayables is that the boys are going to be doing the Replayables. It'll be Chris and Shawnee because I have something already scheduled for Saturday. So, but don't miss Replayables this weekend, Saturday. We want to see how like Saturdays go over and on, see if there's a better vibe, more people home or something like. So check us out this Saturday on the Levyverse Replayables. Psych says it's not a drug. It's not a drug. LOL. Weed and booms grow in the ground. All natural. I like that. Yep. If it comes from nature, I don't think it's a drug either. Okay, I'm done now. Haha, says my friend Psych. Space Nerd says, my mom thinks smoking pot is so dumb. Meanwhile, she drinks a bottle of wine a night. Give me a break. Don't you love that? Girl, I think that weed is just terrible, girl. You shouldn't really do that stuff. Let's see. Man, Yepper Psych from Andy Diff. Avocado creamy mushroom pasta day. Boy, he's really trying to keep Bobby and Nick away, man. He's really trying to keep them away. I don't know. BF sounds like someone that's never done shrooms or something. That is true, Donkey. I will confess that. I've never gone there. I'm been mostly just a drinking and a weed guy. Never really I'm not been a cocaine guy or nothing ever different. So that is true. I will confess to that. FBI, CIA, USPS. Just kidding, says Space Nerd. All right. Why don't we get on some other fun stuff we do here? Let's see. We like to have fun here on BF Live. You see all my links running. Thanks for everybody's taking advantage of those. Why don't we get into the BF Live not so serious news and see what other things are going on in the world other than just the kind of stuff you hear on the standard news. With the BF Live not so serious news. Let's check it out. That's right. This is the BF Live, not so serious news. We'll keep up with the chat as we do this. Let's see what stories we got for you today. Got some fun stories for you. All right, Scott, my first story here on the BF Live, not so serious news. South African father and son create the world's fastest drone, bro. So we're going to see like how fast this thing goes. You're going to be amazed. It says a father and son duo from South Africa created the world's fastest drone with an average top speed of 298.47 miles an hour, Scott. I thought it was going to be like 100, 150 or something. Damn, they almost busting 3 with a drone, bro. It says Luke Bell and his father, Mike of West Cape, dubbed the quadcopter Peregrine 2 after an earlier model that reached, I got stuck on the quad thing, that reached 247 miles an hour. So their previous one was 247 miles an hour. The drone is 3D printed carbon fiber, battery operated, and remote controlled. The duo tapped aerothermal engineer Chris Rosser for helping control it. To nab the record, they flew the drone in 2 runs in opposite directions, demonstrating its ability to navigate tail and headwinds. They clocked an actual top speed of 317, Scott. Whoa. And the average was 298. So that was just the average. It says the Bells created their device over a period of months, troubleshooting problems, including electrical fires caused by overheating wires and batteries. So why don't we look at this video? They have a video of it, bro. So let's check this out and see what a 298, almost 300 mile an hour drone looks like.
This is the fastest drone of its kind. It now holds the Guinness World Records title for the fastest ground speed by a battery-powered, remote-controlled quadcopter. Its top speed is 298.47 miles per hour.
Damn!
It's called Peregrine 2, and it was created by South African-born YouTuber Luke Maximo Bell and his dad Mike. Here's how they did it. First of all, building a high-speed
3D printed, of course.
Easy.
That's pretty
Luke
cool.
Described it as
it's 5 minutes, so I'm gonna have to go through it a little bit.
Nice carbon thing revealed some initial challenges.
But yeah, it looks like a rocket that they can just kind of make it just fly like angular.
Luke and Mike meticulously documented their speed runs, performing multiple 100-meter runs in opposite directions.
Oh, that looks badass, Scott.
Yeah.
I like this kind of stuff, but I be crashing this shit all the time, Scott.
Yeah, yeah. I imagine it only goes one crash and you're done. Drones kind of concern. Drones kind of concern me for the future, though. I want one. I think it'd be cool to have one, but everybody else, I don't want having one because I don't want to be weaponized.
Yeah, you're right, buddy. Because people are going to figure out how to do shitty stuff with them, and yeah, they're probably already doing it.
Going 300 miles an hour, you just turn that into a projectile.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I agree with you that I think in the wrong hands, like many things, these things could be problematic because look, this guy built this himself with a 3D printer, so I mean they don't even need to count on a manufacturer. People can create them from the raw parts, so it's going to be even harder to figure out what's out there and what people are making, what's registered or not registered. I know you have to register certain ones of a certain size and over, Scott. You have to get a license to the FAA now, I believe, on certain level drones.
Yeah, I would like to get into that and everything, but like you said, I don't think I got the pocketbook stuff for much. Crashes and stuff. I don't know. I don't know how hard they are to fly, but I think it'd be cool to have one. I like that. I'm all for the video purposes.
Yeah, it was pretty neat. So 300 miles an hour. So that was our first story in the BF Live. Not so serious news. I thought that was pretty neat. And let's see. It says, Nick, get up there, or I'm unplugging the internet. Don't do it, Mandy D. Don't worry. He needs a little break. He needs a little break sometimes. Bobby Nick. I mean, it's a terrible understatement to say that Bobby Nick podcast all the time. So it gets to us in certain ways, and maybe some silly little thing that might not bother you on another day when you do nothing but podcast all the time. Maybe just things hit you weird. So everybody needs a little time away. I heard you say from each other. Let's see. Did somebody say cocaine? Says Big Kahuna Nui. Let's see. The Reverend Wild Bill. I appreciate that from Space Nerd. Space Nerd said, drugs are bad, okay. Only when you run out, though. That's right. Mushrooms will open your eyes to the things going on around you, not make it where you don't know. You already don't know. You find out. Okay, well, Scott got curious. He's getting curious every time somebody talks about it here. You're going to talk him into his second trip. He wasn't even going to do that. Reverend Wild
Bill.
Sounds
fun. It just wasn't my experience. I just got nauseous and little colors just looked a few different colors looked a little more brilliant or whatever, but I didn't have this experience.
Yeah, and you said you didn't like the fact that you couldn't control, you couldn't feel like when you were coming down, you didn't know when it was going to be done and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Reverend Wild Bill like that. He said that drone is crazy fast. 300. They said it busted 317, man. So 298 for an average man. That's crazy. And I kind of agree with Scott that BF Live, who is your replacement? I don't think unless they have a guest or something on there for replayables this week. And I don't know that it might just be Shawnee and Chris are going to do their thing this Saturday. And I told them they should because we've been wanting to try a Saturday show for a while. It just happened that I had something scheduled on this particular Saturday. I'm with that Wild Bill with that crazy fast thing. I'm a pothead, says Mandy Diff. No one better take it away. I'll move to Amsterdam. That's right, girl. Amsterdam was looking real good a couple years ago when that was the only place in the world that was being cool about it. But now the states are finally opening it up and becoming recreational. My state just became recreational kind of last year and all. So it's all good. We're going in the right direction. Hating nerd from Big Kahuna Nui. I don't want to get hit in the head with that thing. You're right, Jokerfish. Yeah, it's bad enough when you got those little ones that the kids play around with the house and you might catch a little bit off of them. Imagine that thing. That would kill you for real. Geez, says our friend Psych. Let's see. I'll say men holding hands. Bobby Nick, smoking them Nicks. Mandy D misses her Bobby Nick. That's huge, says our friend Psych. Mandy Diff. Amsterdam is talking about making pot not legal like it is now. Yeah, I think I've seen reports about this, Wild Bill, where they said that it's kind of really done the worst case scenario and it's made people made overly free, Scott. I think people are doing hard drugs and all this other stuff out there in Amsterdam because of this kind of open thing with the marijuana, I think.
Oh man.
Yeah, so then now I've been hearing they're kind of trying to cordon them off and have certain parts of town or only certain areas where you can kind of do these things because it's kind of become like a free flow kind of open thing. Jokerfish says drone race. Wow, yeah, imagine that drone race. Even at the shops, says our friend Wild Bill. What the fuck? The world's gone to hell, says Mandy Diff. Oh, it's not that bad yet. Why is that? Let's see. Damn, Wild Bill, Mandy Diff says. That's like a remote-controlled bullet. Yeah, it did. It looked like a rocket, Scott. It kind of had a rocket kind of way it kind of landed and stuff. Kind of neat. And like every guy, Psych says, I want one. We all want one. control. Sounds familiar. Legalize it. Don't criticize it.
They must have a lot of range on them things, because 300 miles an hour, it'll be out. It'll be gone out outside in no time.
That's a good point. I mean, they got those glasses on, and you got to have like some of the best sophisticated radio equipment, Scott, to keep the signal to that thing to where you don't lose it and it crashes, or you don't know where it ended up or anything. Yeah, there's a lot more involved to that, to really making that happen. A lot of science and technology really needed to make all that shit work. Let's see. Sykes says pot's not legal there. It's decriminalized, right? So that's like it's tolerated, if you will. But the tolerance, I think, has gotten carried away from what I've been hearing, and they're not tolerating it as much anymore. So yeah, it's a little different. You could rob a bank and fly the money away. So there you go. There's an idea from your friend Jokerfish right there. They could fly it away.
Kind of getting what I was talking about, weaponizing them and stuff, using them for nefarious reasons.
Oh, a good word, nefarious reasons. A recreational legalization needs to be everywhere. Colorado makes so much money from it. Yes, and money talks, and bullshit and laws walk. And that's why you've seen some senators like retire from Congress, and now they are on the boards of some of these marijuana growing companies, because they know it's the next big thing that's going to kick tobacco's ass, basically. And there's going to be a lot of money made in lobbying for it, and just money in selling it and everything that goes on around it. So that's definitely money talks. Here in Georgia, you have to register just about all the drones with the FAA, and you have to put the ID sticker on it, Scott. There you go. So he said that's what they do in Georgia. I know that some states and the federal government are regulating this, trying to. But they can still have smoking shops, ? I need to find local stoners. Many of my friends don't smoke pot, says Space Nerd. Space Nerd, exactly. Space Nerd. Let's see. Register all outside drones. Yeah. I'm not yelling at you guys. FYI, just work in all caps. We got that. We remember from other days. Haha, I ain't going nowhere, says Mandy Diff. I can read all caps better. Same with me. Let's see. Did someone say somebody said cocaine? No, don't get calm down, cocaine. Let's see. I'm at work reading all caps is better. And Space Nerd, she said that's great, so continue doing that. Chris wanted me on. They should get with me for Saturday. Well, come on, Wild Bill. Yeah. I will forward that. Then you'll have interest on them coming Saturday. That would be great, man, because I'm not going to be able to be there because I got something really important that I'm going to be doing Saturday. But let's see. North Carolina is decriminalized, but still illegal. And see, that's weird. That's weird, Scott, with that whole decriminalized, but it's still illegal kind of thing.
I don't understand it. I ain't never going to understand it. Something's either legal or it ain't. And the way the police around where I live, it's nobody gives it a second look anymore. So.
Yeah, I mean, it's like they're taking baby steps towards being legal, but they're not going about it in the right way, and you have this weird gray area that these people are getting caught up in probably some of these areas. Let's see. That's what he said right there, decriminalized. I was reading it, but I didn't put up. Mandy says that. Go ahead.
I was thinking how Amsterdam is calling the gateway drug, the marijuanas, and parts of me does agree. Parts of me does agree with that, but really for me, it's more of a security blanket, and I use that to keep me off the other drugs. As weed is all I need, type of thing.
Well, it's like it's the same thing with a lot of these alcohol drugs or anything. One size doesn't fit all, Scott. Yeah. And what your gateway drug might be or not be is not someone else's gateway drug. So yeah, it can have that effect, or it can have the effect like you said, but nobody really talks about the effect that you're kind of talking about. They only see it at the bad effect of being the gateway. Let's see. They sell THCA here. Big Kahuna says, nerd, thanks for explaining. You had me convinced it was my birthday. And Delta BS. Let's see. Come to Colorado. All the weed and boom's legal and cheap. Reverend Wild Bill says, Space Nerd, Chris won't tell me the info he needs. Well, he just needs your email address. If they just have your email address, let him email him. I can't remember it right now, but I know he read it to you on the air the other day. Email Chris, and he'll just tell him that you want to be on Saturday. And and then Shawnee will send you like a link a day or two, like the day of the show probably. Amsterdam made it illegal to smoke in public again in the red light district last year, Donkey Kongington says. Space Nerd says, true, the New Orleans early turn of the century, they confined drinking, whoring, and mayhem to a block called Storyville. That sounds like a more you know right there.
I think where they went wrong with this weed is, and I'm going to get probably booed here, but all the concentrated stuff, the dabs and the waxes and all that stuff, it's not really weed no more. It's too strong. I think it turned it into.
Well, even without even bringing dabs in or doing anything like that into it, I know many people have said that as the years gone on and people have gotten better with making strains, like our friends Donkey Kongington, that just the regular weed has even gotten stronger over the years, Scott.
I need to know these guys. I need to get.
These guys got an education. They really know what they're doing. Space Nurse says, got you, Wild Bill. Psych says, you could rob a bank with a Ukraine drone, LOL. Reverend says, but in Amsterdam, you can't smoke in the streets. That has always been illegal. Are you in North Carolina? Nerds, ask our friend Mandy Diff. King of all Diff says 50 grams or more was on the federal level. Washington or Oregon area, says Space Nerd. I have been to Amsterdam a few times, says the Reverend Wild Bill, and they can't frisk you either. Mandy Diff says, yep, federally illegal, still illegal in the United States, but they're finally changing that classification soon. I think they submitted the paperwork to the Justice Department where they're going to actually change that level. And I think when they put it on the lesser level, like the level 3 or something, then it won't be illegal to use to bank and manipulate the federal funds, that the money that comes into these places. Because right now, yes, because it's still a level 1 drug, that they can't legally like handle money from the sale of drugs, Scott. Some of these dispensaries. So that's another kind of gray area in all this, but I think they're cleaning that up soon. Space Nerd, you don't have a local crew to smoke with, question mark. That's why we smoke here. If you don't have a local crew, you come here and hang out on BF Live. We are your local crew. Light up what you got. Do what you do. Space Nerd, they need to reschedule the drug, I believe. Yep, that is what they're working on. We just covered that. Yes, we want Wild Bill. Yes, yeah, Wild Bill, you should go on Saturday, man. When I get off the show here, I'll make sure Chris gets a message that you want interest in the Saturday. That might work out good. Federally, it is legal in the USA. Yeah, but it's not legally federal to handle the money. See, there's still gray areas left because the states are doing it different, and they're doing it like in piecemeal rather than just like with one swoop or whatever. How so, the Reverend Wild Bill? Alcohol is the real gateway drug. That's a great point, King of all Diffs. Great point. That's a lot of times when people have wine or beer, their parents have it in their house. Really, you have a shot at getting your hands on that, Scott, before you have your shot at getting your hands on any weed.
Yeah,
being a young kid.
Yeah, that was my first. My first 2 things I wasn't supposed to do was getting grandma's cigarettes and my dad's whiskey.
There you go. See, so you didn't need to even leave your house to have gateways. So sometimes our family members, I learned it from watching you, okay? Just not in some states and cities. They overrule. The Fed says, Reverend Bill. Hey, BSK, good to see you, man. Gateway drug. Terry Nee, gay man, brother Terry Nee. Pills are another gateway drug suggested from our friend Jokerfish. Another thing, easily accessible around most people's houses. You don't even have to call one of your nefarious buddies or anything. You can get that right in most people's houses. Cops don't care about it here unless you have meth in your car. They won't even give you a ticket if you're cool about it. They make you destroy it in front of them and let you go. Space Nerd says, seems like prescription narcotics was the biggest gateway drug straight to the heroin. Jinx Joker said the same thing. My uncle got busted moving 2,200 pounds of weed. That was a bad day. Damn, that sound 22. That's a ton, yo. Scott, a ton, yo.
Yeah.
A ton.
Now that might be illegal.
Yeah. I don't know. Even today, that still might be. Even if they legalize it, moving that shit might be still illegal. Let's see. Jokerfish says, "Hey, Space and laughing." Holy moly, Kahuna says, Mandy Diff. It's just THC extract, says Space Nerd. Psych says, I bet Kahuna, that was a bad day. Even the flowers are stronger just by good growers. My brother grew. There you go. Exactly. Wish I had that much Kahuna. I would fill a pool with it. And jam my bong and not ever leave. Grab the weed, Joyce. We want it stronger. Grab the weed, Joyce. We want it stronger. And we want it crispy. High Times was the Bible. Oh, my God. High Times back in the day, Scott. Did you ever get issues of that? The magazine?
I didn't get them delivered because I was too embarrassed. I didn't want to see my mail or anything, so I'd buy them off a rack every once in a while.
You're absolutely right. Yeah, you couldn't have certain family members seeing that magazine, right?
Yeah. But the pictures of some of the pretty weeds in there was always
amazing. It was like they were doing Playboy models. They would do centerfolds for these buds, like Bud of the Month, right? Remember that shit?
Yep. I've never bought a dirty magazine, but I bought a couple times.
There you go. He got 13 years, Kahuna says, for that ton. That's a shame. Wow, man. 13. Damn. A ton. You're right, Wild Bill. Haha, Joker. I do not have a local crew. That's why you are here. Hey, truth be known, I don't really have I'm just me and a couple little family here, and I'm the only one that does it. So you are my local crew. We are local crew. That's what's great about podcasting. And that's the thing I never expected out of doing this podcasting, this chat family. Is that your ass, Scott? What are you showing me?
I was trying to move my camera down a little bit.
Oh, okay.
My hand.
Okay, I'm glad. That's it. Reverend Wild Bill says, I'm an ex-cop. Well, that's a more you know. Let's see. They took it from us because it helps stone cancer cells as well. For fuck's sakes, Willie Nelson is 91 years old. Yeah, there is something about the terpenes in it or something they say that kind of maybe limits cancer from growing. Running from Wild Bill, she says. Let's see, you added yourself. Think the gateway drug was ecstasy, says Wild Bill. Hello, it's the gateway drug. That's how we do it.
Hello, Frisco.
I eat booms and I smoke weed, but don't drink at all. See it ruin too many lives. There you go. And that's what I'm saying. For people that criticize like weed or whatever, you can make some real good arguments that alcohol has ruined many, many lives. A lot of us have personal experience with that. 2,200 pounds, hard to claim that as personal use. Says Wild Bill. Dabs ahoy, says Donkey Kongington. Ooh, 22 pounds. 22 pounds? Let's see. Psych, I drink rarely. I turned stoner after it was legalized. I didn't know all the strains and edibles that I could enjoy, and now it's a whole new world. I got arrested in Texas for a bowl. That sucks, Scott. Arrested in Texas.
I got one drug thing on my record, and I was so embarrassed by it, and I didn't want it to affect my job or anything, but it was just for a roach. Less than 2 point whatever grams, but it was 20 years ago when weed was thought of as a sin.
Devil's lettuce. You devil.
Yeah.
Devil's lettuce. 0.2 grams. I was like, what the fuck? Ridiculous, says Space Nerd. High Times came in a brown wrapper when it was mailed to the house back in the days. Yeah, those brown wrappers didn't always make it like the Playboys. Let's see. Psych, I got arrested once for an empty one-hitter just for having paraphernalia. Like, you did it at some point. I still remember Normal, Normal. Thank you, Stoner Crew. There you go. That's what's up, Space Nerd. Friend served 3 years in jail for a joint back in the day. Fuck Nixon, you piece of shit president. Damn. I have smoked. You come on, man. Are you shitting me? Scott, you see what this says?
I don't believe it. You got to prove that.
That is true. I mean, right. You got to really back that shit up, man. Come on. I seen they had a really cool special on last week, Willie Nelson's birthday, Scott, and Snoop Dogg come out and sang with him, and it was like Woody Harrelson was on there, like all the potheads were there too. Pretty funny.
Cheech and Chong and Willie's the 1, 2, and 3
his son sang. Let's see. They need to deschedule, not reschedule. Right, just take it off altogether. I agree with that, Donkey Kongington. You have somped and you smoked too. Come on. If you did that, man, come on, man. That's excellent. You can just check out now. Truth Donkey Kongington from Space Nerd. Amazing, says our friend Space Nerd to the Reverend Wild Bill. Weed saved my life and alcohol destroyed it. See, that's a more you know. And I like to say that we're pioneers, Scott. We were ahead of our time with all this, right? Society was telling us that it wasn't the best thing, but we knew there were other worse things out there, right?
Yeah, the worst thing about the weed was getting my name in a paper and affecting my job. That's all. That was the one too I was always worried about.
Right, because you've indicated before that you live in a smaller town area, so that probably made for some big news if your name was in the paper, bro. I'm sorry about that. That's terrible. It's bad enough to get popped for it, but then you get exposed in the newspaper for it, and like, hey, there's the local weed head, Scott Fitzpatrick.
Yeah, whenever I told you I got the one drug charge, the 0.2 grams or whatever,
right.
I just became a supervisor at my factory I'd worked at. I just became a supervisor for a few days, man. And
celebrating.
And I'm out at 2 o'clock in the morning, and I got caught with that. And I was awarded, and sure enough, my name was in the paper. And but my bosses took me inside, and they just want to know how much I had, and if I'm going to do any time, which was just really a ticket. And but yeah, But then all my bosses that I had fooled that I was Johnny Do Right knew I had dirty secrets. Then
Yeah, they had something over on you. But back in those days, Scott, before everybody like shit came out in the open, we knew that there were some other people that were probably like, hey, I bet you're doing it too, but you're being a freaking hypocrite about this, right? There was also people like that kind of acted like that they weren't doing shit.
Yep. Well, I ended up smoking with my supervisor after that. So
there you go. That's exactly my point, man. They're like, hey, can you hook a brother up? I didn't know you did. I didn't know you was a weed head. There you go. Weed doesn't make you drive on the wrong side of the road and hurt families like alcohol does, says our friend Reverend Wild Bill. You're right about that. I mean, I'm way worse on alcohol. The only thing alcohol can do is destroy at Mandy Diff. See, we all agree on that. That's why we're all chat family. Riley Martin got busted for going, motherfucker, you understand? You motherfuckers, you bust me for, God damn it, surely, you motherfuckers. Let me see. I had some Riley on here.
You do pretty good, Riley.
Oh, thank you. You understand? Yeah. Motherfuckers. Pay me as much as you pay your gay hairdresser, motherfucker. Let me see. URS. Thought I had Riley on there. I do have Riley on there. I just can't find it right. Here we come on. Oh.
Jerry Lahane introduced Riley to Howard Stern.
Scott,
for real.
You stupid bastard. Peace and love. Peace and love.
Oh, there we go. We're getting into the other ones now. Scott, if I believed everything, I think Jerry Lahane created the Howard Stern show and everything that had to do with it. If you want to believe everything he says, I don't know, brother. Don't quite always know how much of that to believe. I will confess.
Good stories though, even if
they are good stories, man. But trying to fact check them, I don't know. Damn, Scott, said our friend Mandy Diff. Yep, Scott, mine was 15 years ago. Different world now. Reverend Wild Bill says I got busted with a roach one time. That's rough. That's rough. What the fuck, really, Wild Bill? Reverend Wild Bill says I have smoked with him on Cherokee Rose. I have some stories to tell. That's cool, Wild Bill, man. And I was saying that, Scott, when they were playing the birthday special. Everybody, all the weed heads think that, like, man, I would like to go smoke with him because that's kind of like a bucket list thing, an ultimate thing for smokers, right?
Yeah. Whenever me and you run into each other in West Virginia, that was a cool thing when we went out in the parking lot for me.
Yep. And it's a bonding thing. And I wanted that thing, that's always good if that's still going to be a thing, Scott, because, when fellow weed heads would, like, get together, it was almost like you almost felt compelled, like, oh, well, you're compelled to share. You must share. Right. But now, once it becomes illegal, it's going to be no different than walking up to somebody, like, bumming a cigarette, right?
Yep. And it ain't, I mean, I'm glad, I'd rather have it legal and not worry about getting arrested and all that stuff. But there was something about when it was illegal that gave you a little extra buzz about it or something. I don't know what it was. You're
not wrong about that. And I still find myself like ducking and doing my old habits and shit, Scott, because I'm just programmed like that. So I'm like, it's how it's always going to be. Alcohol in moderation, smoke copiously. There you go. Smoke copious amounts of marijuana. Had a friend to drink with Merle Haggard. Really? Merle Haggard? That's cool. It all was because of my barbershop owned. It's not what you know, it's who you know. There you go, Reverend Wild Bill. So yeah, we learned that about life. It's who you know in life. Wild Bill, find me on X. Mandy says, follow all these wankers, I think. Yeah, do that. Find us on X. I have spent many times with Ozzy Osbourne. Are you talking about Ozzy Osbourne? Wild Bill. What kind of thing you doing, bro? When you doing like a stagehanding or security? Like what you got going on that you're getting all these experiences? Here's a guy with some experiences. It's comedian Tay Boogie's checking in. What's up, Tay? What's up, Tay? I think Scott's going to get with you, and I think he might have his like final 10 kind of pits, and maybe you can kind of help give him some opinions or come on the show and maybe hit him with a laser pointer and give us your opinions on some of these pits that we're going to do coming up. Probably next week we'll do it sometime. How you doing, Tay Boogie? I have smoked with brother Bob Mark. Come on, man.
We got ourselves a little Jerry Lane.
We might, man. Come on, man. I prayed with Jesus too. I know I prayed with Jesus. No. You have smoked with, wait a minute, Bob Marley. Who else? Someone. Bob Marley,
Willie.
Ozzy.
Willie,
you smoked with Willie. Come on, man. Mandy Diff. Wankers. Yeah. Oh, yes, we're wankers. I'll take that. Good afternoon, mateys from Jetty Shepherdini. JD Shepardini's checking in from over in Scotland. We're kind of supposed to be in the middle of the news, but we're having too much fun talking. We stop 100 foot before a stop sign. Okay, stop being cooler than us, the Reverend Wild Bill, says Space Nerd. We get it, you're cool. Ha ha, wankers means I love you, says Mandy Diff. Jetty Shepardini getting the love from Big Kahuna Nui. Space Nerd says, and go 30 on the freeway, Mandy Diff. I do not like to drive stone, so very much avoid it. Donkey Kongton says, I wouldn't dare have high times delivered to my house, especially back in the day. Yeah, you just didn't want that connection made with you. Somebody accidentally finding it or getting it. I'm Southern as hell, says Mandy Diff. There was only 2 places I could not go backstage for concerts and such in Atlanta. So there you go, Scott. He must have been doing some security, had some access to all these concerts. So when they came through, you got all this access to these people. That's really cool, Wild Bill. Awesome.
Only 2 places I could not go. I wonder what those 2 places he couldn't go is.
Yeah, there was only, I guess the dressing room in the green room, maybe something like that. I don't know. But Space Nerd would like to know, Jerry Shepardini, is pot legal in Scotland? I think he's told us this, right, Scott?
Yeah, I believe it's illegal, I think.
I think it's still illegal. I don't think they're quite that progressive there. I don't think they're quite that progressive there, Space Nerd. Let's see. Ray's first murder was a gateway drug. Let's see. Brown rapper or not getting that thing delivered to your house. Jerry Shepardini says, yes, but don't call the cops on me. We won't do that, Jerry. We love you. Let's see. Even joined in with Snoop. Yeah, and so that was always the biggest thing. When I heard Snoop, when Willie Nelson outsmoked Snoop Dogg and he said, I had to walk out the bus or whatever, walk away from Willie, you know what kind of level game you're dealing with there, Scott. That's some next level shit.
It's a dream of mine, to smoke with them top dogs to see how I could. I feel like I could hang with them, but maybe I can't.
Yep, like your Woody Harrelsons and all these guys. And yep, what up, gang from Table? He's shouting out everybody. Terry Nee says, my college apartment had tons of roaches. Never thought of smoking them. Wrong kind of roach, my friend. Wrong kind of roach. And even Snoop, even Snoop say Willie has the best smoke. And he said he's never been outsmoked by anybody, but he will say that Willie Nelson outsmoked his ass. Let's see. Willie first, Cheech and Chong second, Snoop Dogg third, and I already have smoked weed with some of the Trailer Park Boys. Come on, man. What? We got some good ones. Like, I've smoked weed with, like, Shuley and stuff. Like, I mean, that's okay and all, but it ain't no Cheech and Chong shit. That was cool. Legal, illegal. I'm still going to smoke weed, says Jokerfish. Scott Fitzpatrick says, Tay Boogie, my armpit brother. Donkey Kong says, that's cool, Wild Bill. For real, Jokerfish from Donkey Kong. I smoked weed with the Misfits. It was fun, says Jokerfish. Damn, we got all these people that smoked with all these cool people, Scott, in the chat today.
They're living a lot better than I am.
I'm gonna jump in that pile with you and say they're living a lot better than me too if they're getting all these cool opportunities, man. Yeah, what's up? Tay Boogie is getting the love from Psych. The Reverend Wild Bill says, I cut the hair for the law enforcement and security in Metro Atlanta are. They all let me in for free. Wow, it's all about the hair down there. I see what's going on. Donkey Kongton says, if I can grow it, I'm going to smoke it. I even cut Jerry Springer's hair one time, says the Reverend Wild Bill. Yeah, I guess so. If you got that kind of shop where they got that celebrity reputation, where hey, where's the good place to get the haircut in town? You got all of those cool people to come through there or know them through that. That's cool. I'm not cool. Just lucky, says our friend Wild Bill. That's neat, man. That is so cool to learn that you've seen all these people and experienced it through cutting hair, man. That's a really good story. Thanks for sharing it here in the chat. Like I said, I'm gonna let Chris know about Saturday. It's still a rad story, says Space Nerd. 2 places, Chastain Park Amphitheater and the Cotton Club. Psych says, LOL. High Time's 20th anniversary was pretty wild. Open bar, nobody was drinking. Yeah, they're all smoking. Space Nerd, never call the cops on one of my people. We would never do that. That song, I'll Never Smoke with Willie Again, has a lot of truth in it. Yes, I'll never smoke weed with Willie again. Damn, all y'all do is talk about weed? Well, yeah, it has turned into the weed show. I like to go with whatever pops up here on BF Live, and y'all seem excited about talking about weed today. We're kind of supposed to be in the middle of the news. I don't think I got past my first story, and we led to kind of talking about weed and having fun. That's what we love about it. Chat family. Jokerfish was a punk rocker, actually is still. Mandy D says, my dog is named after Willie Nelson. Reverend Wild Bill says, I would love to meet Cheech and Chong. That would be a cool one. It's about who you know, says Wild Bill. Comedian Tay Boogie Heyo from Space Nerd. Mandy Diff says, I live at Topsail Island. A lot of famous people have houses here. Tiffany Washington's checking in saying, hello, everyone. Hello, good afternoon, morning, / Tiffany Washington. Wild Bill saved the U2 in Georgia. How about that? There's my Linktree bot running. I weed myself. That you call weed different thing, whatever. You weed your pants. Tiffany getting the love from Mandy Diff. LOL, Jerry. All right, let's get into another story I have here. Actually, my second story. Let's see. On BF Live. Oh, look, hello, it's the moderator to the stars, Andrea, checking in. Hello, Andrea, how you doing? Jokerfish is shouting out Space Nerd. Jimmy Bezos is checking in. Can we stop talking about weed and start talking about the Amazon tribe that got internet and now can't stop watching porn? That's funny. That Elon Musk dream to get internet all over the world. I'm famous and live here, says haha, says Mandy Diff. Give me Bezos, says I like that idea. All right, well, let's get on with it.
They got internet in the Amazon, and I can't.
And you having a hard time in America, Scott.
Yeah,
how about that? Elon Musk got to hook you up with some satellite internet too, man. But yeah, there's a dream of having internet all over the world here. I might not have that story ready, but let's see what story I do have. In the BF Live, well, not so serious news. Let me see here. I got it. This one is kind of never seen anything like this before. This one says, a controversial floating beach unveiled off the French Riviera, Scott. So they're calling this a floating beach. Look, it looks like a big party barge. They say you can swim on it and have all kind of parties and stuff. But it seems to be a means of getting around some environmental issues there. It says, a controversial private floating beach anchored off the French Riviera has entered service despite opposition from local politicians and environmental groups, its backers said on Friday. Canoa Island, a 1,750 square meter or 18,800 square foot motorized platform boasting a restaurant, a lounge, and a freshwater swimming pool, was inaugurated Thursday night off the southern eastern France. It says the luxurious two-story platform set on a trimarine and anchored 600 meters from the seafront can accommodate up to 350 people. But yeah, Scott, so basically it looks like that rather than they couldn't get permits to build like a resort on the beach area. So what they did is they put the beach area on a boat, and they're kind of getting around the environmental rules by having it docked here and all. So there's some kind of controversy and all. But I don't know if it just looks like a ghetto cruise ship or something like that. I don't know. Would you ever go like on a party barge and like go swimming on it and go out like for a venture? It was kind of weird.
No, I'm scared of water. I'm scared of boats. I'm scared of drowning. I'm scared of flying. If I don't have to do that stuff, I'm not going to do it.
That's right. You're my all dry land man. That is true.
Yeah.
Hey, Tiffany. Let's see. Good afternoon, all you beautiful people from Mine Carter checking in. Reverend Wild Bill says, I was the first person you two met in the USA when they came over to play clubs. Not a tour yet, says Reverend Wild Bill. Andrea says she's doing good and checking in before I go to work. You do your thing, Andrea. Thanks for checking in this afternoon on this Thursday. Hey, Bobby from Tiffany Washington. Kahuna Nui, hey, Tiff. Bobby says, hey, Mandy. Reverend Wild Bill says, you two, but still nobody's here in the USA at that time. One of our drivers is trying out for American Idol, says Mandy Diff. Hey, Andrea from the Big Kahuna Nui. Hey, Big Kahuna. Mandy Diff says, delivered to Scott McCreary's house. I don't know how to spell his name. Reverend Wild Bill says, after Joel's came out, I don't do the ocean. I agree with that one, buddy. I definitely agree with that one. Oh, that's wrong one. That was psycho. Let me see. I kayak 2 miles out. All right, let's see. So there's a party boat there. Kind of a controversial party boat, but that was a BF Live story in the not so serious news. How about let me get on to some other stuff here. Why don't we do that? We'll put a bow on this because that was the end of the BF Live open not so serious news. Get out of the chat a little bit and let's get on some other fun here on BF Live. Shout out. I see that 30 people are checking in or have checked into BF Live. I hope you hit that little like button. Please like, share, and subscribe. And please turn on them notifications. Make sure that bell is filled in so you'll know every time something comes on here on my BF Live channel. I hope you're having a good time today. That was the BF Live Not So Serious News. I think we'll do kind of one more segment we'll try to fit in right before, and we'll get a bathroom break in for you, Scott. Come up real quick. But why don't we do like we do? You know, it's caused a lot of havoc, but we still like to check it every day anyway. And let's check in to see what kind of holidays are going on in the National Day. Hey. Let's check the National Day calendar.
3, 2.
Let's check it out. Turn off my little ticker. And we'll get on the National Day calendar here on BF Live Stream Show 88. There's my Stream Elements bot. You can get all my links there. Hey Nerd from Tiffany, Washington. Space Nerd says, hey O'Brien, Clauder, and Tiffany, Washington. Hey Kahuna from Tiffany. There we go. We got all the love checking up. Why don't we do this? Let's get into the National Day calendar. And let's see what's going on for today, June the 6th, Scott. So let's see. National Day, hey. I think we got a couple few on here today, buddy. So let's check it out. Today is June 6th. It is D-Day, the day we stormed the beaches of Normandy, Scott. So that's a big day today, as well as National Eyewear Day, June 6th. I have my eyewear on right now. It's National Higher Education Day, as well as National Applesauce Cake Day. Never heard of such a thing. National Drive-In Movie Day, National Gardening Exercise Day. It's also National Yo-Yo Day, And I think that's all of them. Hey, Scott, I'm going to go to the drive-in one, buddy. Do you still have any drive-in movie theaters in your part of the country?
There might have been one that reopened like after the pandemic or something, but I remember going to them when I was a kid, and they were a blast, man.
Absolutely. Same situation. I guess we were in the same generational situation. We still have only one drive-through kind of here in the metropolitan area where I'm at, Scott. It's still surviving and all. But you know what, bro? They want to make money selling the concessions, so they are like militant at the gate. Unless you like pay for a certain pass, that you can't bring a bottle of water in. They don't want to bring your shit in, and then they don't want you taking pictures when you're there. It's kind of all like really weird and all nowadays. But I enjoy going back in the day when I was younger. I enjoyed going to a nice drive-in movie. But they're dying out in the country. I'll read this here. It says, June 6th is National Drive-In Movie Day on the National Day calendar. To commemorate the day, the first drive-in movie theater opened in 1933. Today, we want to give thanks to Richard M. Hollingshead Jr. of Camden, New Jersey, for creating the drive-in theater. I never knew his name before. Today also gives us the opportunity to take a nostalgic walk down memory lane and talk about one of the most memorable times of our lives. Hashtag National Drive-In Movie Day takes us to a time when fun could be seen on the big screen from the inside or the top of your car. Yeah, Scott, because we'd sit on the hood, we'd sit on the trunk, or if you knew somebody with a truck, that was a lot of fun too, right?
Yeah, if your parents took you, there'd be a little playground area you could go play if you're...
Ours was underneath of the screen. Ours was underneath the screen.
Yeah.
But I think we learned this from Happy Days, but we did actually would sneak people in. Like when we were younger and not all of us had jobs and some of us were below 18. A couple people definitely went into the hatchback back in the day, bro. So did you ever kind of try to hide people and get them into the theater back then?
I don't remember hiding nobody. I probably lied about an age or something if I had took my kid. I don't remember. But usually I'm not the romantic type or whatever, so usually, a guy and a girl would go, and I usually take my friend and their girlfriend, and then me and my friend would go off sit outside on our own and
okay, so they could have the car to themselves. So they can have the car to themselves.
Yeah. Well, I like to people watch.
Yeah. You like them when you go out to public things, you're a big people watcher and all. Some people just go to ball games and stuff just to be people watchers.
Whenever I go to Walmart or something, I just hang out in the parking lot for a little bit and look at people.
All right, Reverend Wild Bill, I will let Chris know that you left your email on his messenger. He doesn't always check that. I will tell you that. I'll let him know. Hey, Spacey Nerd from Brian Clauder. Hi, Brian from Tiffany, Washington. Hey, Brian Clauder from Kununui. Scott, defrag your computer, clean out your internet cache, and put a tinfoil hat on to increase your internet power. See, and I feel so bad, Scott, when I hear people barrage you, because I'm familiar with all these terms like defragging your computer and cleaning out your cache. But I know these would kind of be like you have to take these one at a time to figure a lot of this shit out, right?
It's like Chinese to me. Defrag. I thought that was a puppet show.
I thought it was like a sex change thing or something. You can't defrag Scott. He's fragged. He's a frag. Let's see. Hi, Tiff from Buying Clauder. We have 2 drive-ins still open in the metro area in Atlanta. That's cool. We only have one, Wild Bill. It's kind of surviving. I was raised on drive-ins every Saturday night, picking up my dad at the shop. That's cool. We have one in a 50-mile radius of Space Nerd. Yeah, we have like the one, too. Let's see. The last time I went to a drive-in movie, I was 5 years old. Yeah, I used to go with my mother when I was younger. We would go just kind of hang out.
I remember the last movie I seen at the drive-in was Titanic.
Do you? Wow, that's like had to be like 97, like late 90s, I'd say. Wow. There you go. Check that out. Sometimes we could go to the parking lot next door to the drive-in theater, and you would get the music, you would get the sound on the AM radio, Scott, like they would play it if you were close enough to get the signal. So there were times you would get it on the radio signal like that too. Let's see. And the horror was always the choice movies, says our friend Reverend Wild Bill. We go at least once a year, says Space Nerd, to the drive-in movie, parking in the back row, if you know what I'm saying. Oh, I know what you're saying. Parking in the back row. I get what you do. I get it. If the car is rocking, don't bother knocking. COVID gave drive-ins a fresh breath. Yeah, Scott, and let's at Mark Rebier and some comedians were actually doing like comedian and comedy acts like at drive-in theaters at COVID. So I think that's what Terry is alluding to.
Yep.
People like tried to go ahead.
I'd rather go watch a movie in that style. I mean, maybe I get sick of it if that's all I had, but
maybe, yeah,
that sounds fun.
It is. It's definitely a nice little change when from watching them at home or just going to a standard theater. It is kind of a fun, different way to watch a movie. For dating,
and they had those little shitty speakers. They had those shitty little speakers.
Yep. And you had to make sure you didn't drive away with it, or you see someone with the red wires, and some of them were missing because people would drive away and would forget they had that big ass speaker on their door, right?
Yep.
For dating, I had a pickup with a custom camper and surround sound. Oh shit! Somebody was, hey girl, want to go to drive-in with me? Come to my love shack. I love drive-ins. You can get high. You can get high being food and drinks. You can high and bring fruit and drinks. Let's see. I'm actually taking a vacation to a beach I live near tonight. Ha ha ha. Live here and don't going to the crab pot. All right, we'll have fun tonight. Hello, Tiffany Washington from Jokerfish. Pulled in backwards and watched the movie while being comfortable. Had padded shag carpet in the back. Yeah, some people had game just for that. They would like deck out the back of their truck or their vans. You could open up the back of your love van. Hey, Jokerfish from Tiffany Washington. Did someone say puppet? Hey, look who's checking in. It's Nimrob71. Hey, man. How you doing there, buddy? AKA 2K. Playgrounds under the screens are common. I recall you paid by carload. Yes. Some were carload, some were head count around here. Hey, Nimrod from Tiffany Washington. We had midnight movies at the drive-in high school. Movies till the morning. Gateway to drugs and babies. Yeah, you had all night to do drugs and screw and watch movies in the dark. No shit, Terry Nee. Holy shit. I have never seen Titanic. Wow. Look at that, Scott.
Don't waste your time.
Right. Yeah. I mean, they play it on TV a lot, and it's a long ass movie for already knowing how it all ends, basically, Wild Bill. So that's probably not the worst thing ever. The Reverend Wild Bill sounds like a shaggy shagger, baby. You're 2K getting love from Mandy Diff. Space Nerd, never. Hey, Tiffany from Nimrob, and hey, Mandy from Nimrob. Space Nerd is laughing. Hey, Nimrob from Big Kahuna Noi. I have drive-ins in Ohio still, says Tiffany Washington. And hey, Nimrob from Psych. All right, let's see what else we can get through here on the National Day calendar, and we're going to roll right into a piss break. What else we have here today? Let's see what National Applesauce Cake is, Scott. What the hell is a applesauce cake?
I think I've baked that a couple of times.
Really?
Yeah, it's very moist.
I agree with this one. Terry Nee is giving some good advice here. He says, Titanic is a gateway to gay. That's all right. Terry, your wrench will go on. But let's see. In the meantime, let's talk about Applesauce Cake Day. Hashtag Applesauce Cake Day. You might think adding applesauce to a cake is relatively modern baking invention. However, the first people to make this kind of cake were those who lived in the New England colonies during the early colonial times. They found that it didn't cost a lot of money to make applesauce cake, partially because the cake was from flour and applesauce. Also, when they used certain spices, applesauce cake didn't spoil as easily. Early colonists know applesauce cake was delicious, plus had long shelf life. So I guess it's all your national days today we're talking about right there on June 6th on National Day calendar. But yeah, I guess they just like, it looks like a pound cake or a bun cake, Scott, where they just put a little applesauce in it, I guess to make it a little extra moist or whatever.
That's the way I remember it. I don't remember it like tasting real applesaucey. It was just all about the moisture, I think.
Yeah, it's
very
like just
moist.
putting a moisture thing in it. Sounds moist, says Psych. Some people have a problem with the word moist. Let me see here.
It's got a hole in the center there.
Check my phone. Well, thank you, Brian. I don't know if it came up and I missed it or if I just didn't get to it yet, but I want to acknowledge Brian Clauder for sending me $10 to PayPal. Thank you, Brian Clauder, man. I just noticed that on my phone, so thank you. Let's see if I see any more come through. I'll be certainly thank you on the air. Thank you, brother. I'm not sure why it didn't come up. All right, let's see. Hey there, Kahuna Nui. Hey there, Donkey from Tiffany, Washington. And that wasn't the Titanic that sank. It was the second ship, the Olympic, painted and named like the Titanic for insurance reasons. Let's see. Nimrod is saying, what's up to Psych? The Reverend Wild Bill says, and his competition went down with the ship. Also, no more competition. Donkey Kongington says, I never watched Titanic either. I read the newspaper. That's right. Hey, Psych from Tiffany, Washington. I think the applesauce replaces the eggs in the cake mix. Psych is saying, hey, Tiff. And let's see, I think we're all caught up for now. So, Scott, it's about halfway through the show, bro. I think it's that time. So maybe everybody needs to freshen up their drink, maybe stretch your legs a little bit, go to the bathroom. I need to take a little piss break right now. So why don't we do that? I'll be back in 2.5 minutes. Take a piss break. Use this break for whatever you need it for. Refresh your drink, grab a friend, grab your ass, grab whatever you want. Come back here in 2.5 minutes, and we're going to have a lot more fun. We got the second half of BF Live coming right up. But right now, I think I need a piss break. We'll be back, yo.
I think I need a piss break. I'll do the pee-pee dance. I'll do the pee-pee dance. I'll do the pee-pee dance, pee-pee dance. Yeah. Think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think I need a piss break. I do the pee-pee dance. I do the pee-pee dance. Yeah. I think I need a piss break. Oh, yeah. I'll do the pee-pee dance. Oh, watch me now. I'll do the pee-pee dance. Come on, give it to me, that pee-pee break. DJ, hook it up. Drop that beat. Yeah. I'll do the pee-pee dance. I think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. Yeah. Watch me now. Pee-pee breakdown, pee-pee breakdown. Break it down, pee-pee, yeah. Think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. Oh, yeah. Wash your hands. Don't be gross. I know you touched your pee-pee.
Yeah, I did. and I liked it. I liked it a lot. How's everybody doing? BF Live. We're halfway through the show, episode 88 of the BF Live stream show. No, this is not a podcast, y'all. This is a stream show where I like to gather with friends, mix the things I love about radio and podcasting, friends, mix it all together and have a lot of fun here. So I'm a lot of fun with the chat family check-in, doing the news, and doing what we do. Scott will be back in a minute, so I'll stall and read a couple of these chats while he's here. Psych said, hey to Tiff, barbecue sauce. I don't know where to get that from. Let's see. Dr. Roxo is checking in and said, did someone say cocaine? What's up, man? How you doing, Dr. Roxo? I've used applesauce instead of oil in cakes, says our friend Tiffany Washington. There you go. So you never know the fun kind of stuff we learn here on BF Live. So speaking of fun stuff, why don't we get into this? I was kind of, did I make a banner on it? I think we're going to go back and look at some of the best of some of these public access shows. I'm calling this the best of public access all-stars. So let's see, I'll get it ready while I'm sure Scott will be back in a minute. But let's go back and check some of these cool ass public access shows from back in the day. Let's see. This is Steve Gadlin's Star Makers we're going to be watching, Scott. We're going to look at some of these cool public access shows, some of these people that wanted to be stars back in the day or help people be stars. This is Steve Gadlin's Star Makers. We're going to check out a couple clips from this here on BF Live. Let's check this out and see some of the wonderful talent that we might have missed out back in the days of public access right here on BF Live. Let's have a little fun with this. Check it out, Scott.
Right on.
Singing and guitar are two talents we really enjoy. So let's welcome our first act, Jimmy Innuendo, performing singing and guitar.
You ready, y'all? Ready to be entertained? Come on.
One meatball. One meatball. Eight to the football. One meatball. Wow, 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 wow.
That's right. That was one meatball from back in the day. Steve Gadlin's All Stars. Let's see. It works really well. They're still talking about moist cake. People also add mayo for moistness as well, says Space Nerd. Jerry Shepardini says yum. All right. So that was our first check-in, our public access, best of public access All Stars. In our next one, we got another great act for you from Steve. That's right. You were feeling it. One meatball. Everybody singing with me. One meatball.
One meatball.
Very good. Space Nerd says, I have heard that just rather use mayo on sandwiches, deviled eggs, and other things. Yeah, I've heard and seen people throw the mayo in the cake, and yeah, I'm not. It might blend in, but I just don't. I can't know that it's in there. I guess. Crazy Hillbilly saying, "What's up, y'all? Well, what's up, Crazy Hillbilly? Thanks for checking in. Yeehaw." This is BF Live Stream Show 88. How you doing, man? We're looking back at some of the best of public access all-stars, watching some of these old public access star-making shows. Me too, Turfman. All right, let's check one. I got another for you here in the best of public access all-stars here on BF Live. Steve Gadlin's Star Makers from back in the day. Let's see what kind of fun stars we have from back in the day, Scott, with our next one.
All know that dating women can be hard, especially for men. Here are
especially for men.
Steve Gadlin's Star Makers ensemble members, Otis Fine and Matt Ulrich, performing a fantasy about a couple of tough guys talking about, well, you know, girls.
Oh, we're going to get some booty.
Wow, man. What a great baseball game.
Yeah. Look at those shorts. Those go to hell shorts.
How we won in the final inning.
Those
Look at these. Look at those shorts, Scott.
Yeah.
There's some jorts for your ass right there. What the hell is going on with these jorts?
Shows off them thighs.
I'm telling you. Let's see what these guys are. I think these guys are very macho, and I need to learn about being macho from these guys. Let's see what they're going to teach us.
Baseball players have no trouble getting girls. They're so tough and cool.
I know, right? But hey, you always seem to have a girl with you. Who's that gal you've been hanging out with lately, Matt?
You must mean Betty. Yeah, she's really nice, and I like her a lot, but I don't think she'll ever win a
This guy's obviously a poon hound, right? I mean, listen to his voice and look at those shorts, Scott, right? So I need to learn.
Girls.
I need to take some tips from this guy. Let's see what these guys got to tell us.
Marry me. I'm just not tough enough.
Ain't that tough enough? Ain't that tough enough? Ain't that tough enough?
No.
Ain't that tough enough?
No, it was not tough enough. In fact, that is not tough enough. Ain't that gay enough? Our friend Crazy Hillbilly checking in. He says, I'll get my smoke. Go ahead, buddy. Go ahead. Thank you more.
Remind me of Chad Zumach's dance troupe or whatever that was. Is in it's too cool for rocking a sweater or whatever.
That is a sweater vest. Yes.
Sweater vest. Yeah.
Yes. I'll get my smoker going and cooking some ribs, steak. Oh yeah. I got a whole day of smoking food, man. Oh yeah, it's gonna be a good weekend. I love that energy. Thanks, Hillbilly. My dude is excited, Scott. He's got his smoker going, ribs and steak. Might be smoking some other things. He's about to have a good weekend. That sounds awesome, man. I like me a good smoker, Scott. I don't always have the patience for it though.
Yeah, I didn't get into that. I just never, I don't know why, but the food that comes out of them is tasty.
They is. Hey, right. And if everybody's gonna be smoking, I'm smoking first, and the meat gets smoked second. That's how it works around here. Let's see. Wasn't Kerchunk guy also on public access, babe? Can't remember his name. Yeah, babe. That was his name. What's his name? The rat boy. Why am I not remembering him?
I can't get...
Shit.
I don't remember.
Trying to do a show.
Had the mullet from hell.
Yeah, I know it's Rat Boy, and I can't remember his actual name right now. Coming to me. Dating women as a dog is better than doing it as a man, says Wild Bill. Okay, I'll take your word for that. Yummy, says Crazy Hillbilly. Daisy Dukes. Yeah, he was rocking them Daisy Dukes, wasn't he? They wasn't for him. They was Daisy's Dukes. Tough Enough was scary as hell. Ain't that tough enough? Come on, guys, I'm tough. I'll scratch your eyes out. Stay away from all the chicks. There, Pete DiLorenzo. Thank you, Space Chief 75. Me and Scott smoked too much weed. We couldn't pull it live. Thank you. Yes, Pete DiLorenzo is here, everybody. Pete DiLorenzo. Yeah. Ka-chunk, babe. Ka-chunk. That's all I could remember. Was ka-chunk, babe. I tried smoking turkey one time. Hell to roll and couldn't keep it lit. Hey-o. I get it. You're trying to smoke a turkey over there. How about your deep fry game, Wild Bill? I'm a deep fry guy. I've deep fried turkeys. That's my game. And some cooking oil. I'm a deep fryer
I heard
as well.
that's the way to go.
Oh, it's delicious, Scott, and I do get many compliments from my family. And my family was coming over on the holidays when I was deep frying that turkey, son. Let me tell you, they was like, I'm just here for the deep fried turkey, basically. They was kind of obvious about that shit. Let's see. Crazy Hillbilly says, I would come up, but I'm too busy right now. I would like to come up and just chat with you all, but I got to keep smoking my meat. Hey, man, when you handle your meat whatever way you feel is appropriate, brother. But yeah, you can stay up here and chat. Maybe stop in one time or whatever, Crazy Hillbilly. Thanks for checking in, man. What to BF Live. Hey, there's Psych giving the smiles. True Melon Spots running. Nice to meet you, MEAT. I get it there. Deep fried is the best. See, Reverend Wild Bill knows what's up. He knows. I kept seeing that for years on John Madden would do that on the NFL. They'd be like doing them in the parking lots of all those cool football games on Thanksgiving, Scott. And every year I'd see it and I go, I'm going to do that one day. It was like one of my dreams. It was like my bucket list. I'm going to learn to deep fry a turkey and have that experience one day. So I'm glad I finally have done it. I got good at it. I quit cold turkey, so I smoked it. Peter, says our friend Space Nerd. Fun to watch if it's filled too much. Yeah, Wild Bill. Well, see, I'll give you a more you know about that one, bro, because we all see those videos, Scott, every year around the holidays. They show you the asshole plunking in the turkey too fast and the grease goes all over and causes the fire, right?
Right. Yeah.
Well, what I figured out by learning and not wanting to be all those guys is that what I do in advance is that I will put, while the turkey is still wrapped, I will put it in the pot. Then I fill the pot with water as if it was the oil, right? So then I remove the turkey. And so once I remove the turkey, I can see the level of the oil that it will take to cover the turkey. And then I only put that much oil in. And that's the more you know, so you don't burn your house down. That's the more you know. And the other mistake people make, Scott, is that they drop it. It's like dropping an ice cube into a boiling vat. You can't do it. You get an explosion. So you have to like have that hook and you got to wear like a long sleeve shirt and drop it in very slowly. But yeah, these idiots will overfill the pot and they'll drop it in like they're dropping a bomb. And that's the two biggest mistakes that people make cooking those turkeys like that.
Seeing the people do that and knowing myself, I'm just, when I cook for myself, I often get burnt. Frying eggs or something, I just pop popping all over me. So I just didn't get into it because I figured it's just going to be bad news for me. I mean, they're going to set the house on fire or get severely burnt. I'll be that guy.
Right, and don't do it on a wood surface. People want to do it on a covered wooden deck, and then the fiery grease spills on the deck, and then the deck is engulfed in flames. So do it out in the yard and do it very carefully. Measure your water and oil in advance. Thank you, Spurs Chief. Looks like a bunch of bullshit. Like a bunch of bullshit. How was your stomach after that mac and cheese shot, Jerry? I heard you thought you had food poisoning. Was it from the shot, you think? Well, for those who don't know the reference that Psych is talking about, last Friday right here on BF Live, our boy Jerry Shepherdini, who checks in from over Scotland, he's in the chat. He was actually on the show, and this viral thing was going around where people were taking mac and cheese, like mac and cheese dinner with the powder, cheese powder, milk, and Tito's, and mixing it together and doing mac and cheese shots. And my boy Jerry Shepherdini did that shit right here on live on my show, Scott. That was something, wasn't it?
Yeah, and I seen him take it a step further on another show. 2 days later, he still had the leftovers in a cup, and that's what I think he got the. I got him to take a shot of it again or whatever, but I think that's when he got his food poisoning. I think
he just showed me yesterday because I reposted it to share that crazy experience yesterday on Twitter and X, and he got right back to me and showed me the shaker cup that he's got, Scott, and he says he still got the mix that he used last Friday. Crazy ass.
It's taking shape to the glass.
Let's see. Yeah, it's crazy. Let's see. Smart thinking. There you go about the water. That's a more you know right there. Put it in slowly. That's what she said. Hey, that's there we go. Look, Scott. I'm telling you, me and you, Wild Bill. I don't know what's going on, bro. We like thinking alike, man. We bonding for real, bro. I like it. I did another one Saturday on stream, which I wasn't aware of until Monday when Bobby Nick said. So I think that was that. Wow, he didn't even remember doing that. Phrasing. Well, Bill. I'd say let the people cook turkeys like that. Weed out what? I say let the people cook turkeys like that. Oh, and weed out the stupid people. I understand what you're saying. Oh. Yeah, well, you don't want to burn down your family and then, I feel bad for the rest of the family when the house gets burned down, but yeah, there's a little Darwin in there that if you're dumb enough to cook on like a wooden surface with hot grease, then maybe you shouldn't be around too long. I get what you're saying. She also said, take it out fast. Hi-oh. Put it in slow and take it out fast. All good now, but really, I thought I was about to explode, says Jerry Shepherdini. We can't, because it just seemed like a, concoction. Space Nerd is getting the fist and the thumb from Chief. Gotta run. Peace. Thanks, Wild Bill. Hey, man. Great seeing you in the chat and getting to know you, man. And thanks for your cool-ass stories. I know you said you're from Atlanta, and then you got this access to all of these cool-ass people and your haircutting stories, man. I love getting to know you like this. Have a good day, whatever you do. And, man, we'll see you here tomorrow on BF Live. LOL, that's good. Glad you survived, to Jerry Shepherdini Psych. See you, Reverend Wild Bill from Space Nerd. Wild Bill, peace out from Psych. You're getting the love. Crazy Billy says, I got to feed over 100 to 200 bikers coming over my place, so I have a lot of food. I got a pig and a ground smoking. I got my smoker. I got a lot of stuff going on right now. But come on, Crazy Hillbilly. Damn. Bro, he's feeding 200 bikers, Scott. What the hell's with that? That's something. All right. Looking for my motorcycle thing. Let's see what else I got here. Joker Fish saying, see you, Wild Bill. All right, Wild Bill's checking out. All right, let's see. I think I have one more of these. Let's see. We're still doing the best of public access. But let's check into that. I got one more for you in the Steve Gadlin Star Makers. And let me see. Let's see what these wild, crazy kids are going to teach us here for our final installment here on Public Access All-Stars. Steve Gadlin's Star Makers. Let's see what we got here for you now, Scott.
Here are Steve Gadlin Star Makers ensemble members, Noah and Amber, playing a couple of happy-go-lucky courting teens getting ready for the big night.
I really am looking forward to going to the high school dance with you, Amber.
Look at these courting teens, Scott. They're courting teens.
Yeah, me too, Noah. Thank you for asking me to accompany you.
My favorite part is...
He's got a full mustache, courting teen.
The dancing, of course.
I have a confession to make. I don't know how to dance.
Uh-oh. What are we going to do about this?
Kick your feet up, swing your arms up too.
Put your head both ways like you see.
teens are crazy. I can't take all this teenness.
To the Freddy!
And that was our last installment in the best of public access. Were you doing the Freddy, Scott? I saw you doing the Freddy.
Yep.
Doing with those
They can really cut a rug.
Oh my God. Well, she had quite a rug to cut. There you go. All right. Stream Elements bots are running. Thank you for those who've taken advantage of the tip bot. I appreciate it. Peas Bill. Doggy Congleton says bye to Bill checking out. All right. Why don't we do this? Let me see. I did that. Why don't we get into this? It's been a couple of days, Scott. You know, the Perry Caravello movie is all wrapped up. I know they're all back home now, but we haven't heard anything. We've been kind of been missing. We need a fix of kind of some Perry, so I figured I'd do a little Perry talk segment. We'll go and check. We'll go check their Twitter and see what kind of things and clues they have left over celebrating the wrapping up of the movie and everything. So why don't we get into that? Let me run my little element here, and why don't we do a little Perry talk here on BF Live?
Talk. Perry talk. Perry talk. Talk. Perry talk. Talk. Perry talk. Perry talk.
Let's get into some Perry talk here on BF Live. And we're missing them. I'm missing my chat family, but I'm glad people like Donkey Congleton and Psych and some many others from my PCL chat family are always busy visiting and hanging out with me here. I love you guys. So I appreciate that. So why don't we check on the Twitter and see what's up? But before I do that, here's somebody that knows a little bit about Perry and the movie. It's Chris Abels checking in the chat. What's up, man? The one and only checking in. No wonder Freddie got fingered. He was doing do the Freddie. What's up, Chris Abels? How you doing, buddy? We're looking forward to that movie coming out. And yesterday when I did Replayables, I shared that picture of Mr. All-Star, Mr. Hollywood, on set with the one and only William Hung. She bang from American Idol days. He's going to be in the movie. There's going to be a lot of craziness. Can't wait to see that movie and how it all turns out. Jetty Shepardini says, that guy makes me want to get an orange shirt. Because you see all that booty he's getting. He's pulling down that booty doing, do the Freddy. Let's see. They should take that act on the road. Yeah, and hopefully it gets ran over by a car. I don't know, man. You gotta watch what kind of act that would be on the road. Let's see. If you like that, look up Stairway to Stardom. Hey, what's up, Matt? Midday Freak. It's Thursday. Matter of fact, when I do this in the future, I might have a couple in my little hopper back here that are related exactly to Stairway to Stardom, because that's what we were saying. We've kind of picked up on some of these Stairway to Stardom and Pete DiLorenzo and things of this nature. So they were all coming up in my feed, and I figured I'd share them right here in a little feature on BF Live. How you doing, Matt? I will be featuring some Stairway to Stardom in the future episodes of BF Live. Do the Perry! Do the Perry!
Shut the fuck up.
No, I like it. I'm doing the Perry. Hey, Abels from Bybee. Chris Abels, get the Rev Wild Bill on Saturday. Yeah, buddy. Thank you for reminding me, Space Moon. Reverend Wild Bill, he's left your his email in your messenger, Chris. And if you guys can hook it up and figure it out with Shawnee and all, he would like to be a guest this Saturday. And I thought maybe that would be a great time to do it, since I'm going to be kind of taking care of something I have to do this Saturday. So yeah, the message is sent to Reverend Wild Bill would like to be on Replayables this Saturday, Chris. Hey, Bybee from Chris Abels. Space Nerd's getting love from Chris Abels. Space Nerd is giving the devil horns. Abel's getting the love from Psych. Good brother Scotty. What's up, man? Give you a Scott on that one. Scott! Bones Up Psych from Chris Abels. Oh, look who he is. Stop following me around, urinator. It's the angry iguana always showing up around in tandem when Chris Abels. He can never go anywhere by himself. Let's see. Bones Up, but Knives Down to Chris Abels. Hey, Matt from Tiffany, Washington. Hey, Chris from Tiffany, Washington. Chris says 666 to Matt. Psych says Matt 666. Tiffany is getting the love from Abels. Psych says Jinx. Matt says, hey guys, come on, Matt. Get in here, buddy. There's 30 of us in here at one point or so. We're joining BF Live, hanging out, being chat family today. Chris Abels is loving the angry iguana and laughing already. Hello, Chris Abels from Jokerfish. Gotcha, BF. Thank you, brother. Yeah, have him on, man. Wild Bill wants to know. He had to check out, man. Hey, he's a real interesting guy, too. He had some really great stories for us here today in the chat, so I'd like to get to know him more, even more. I would welcome you all, and you're all welcome here. I got pig in the ground. I got smoked bacon. Oh, my goodness, Scott. I got pork chops, hot dogs, hamburgers, you name it. I got it. You'll have a good day. Damn. I got to pick up what you're putting down there, Crazy Hillbilly. Thanks for checking in today. That's quite the menu there, Scott, isn't it?
Yeah, them. I mean, I'm not big on the pig, but I would eat this. The way I would try it for a day, you know.
Hell,
I
pig
would
in the
eat
ground.
this.
Good. Oh, some bacon, some ham. I like me. I know you say pig's a filthy animal, right? Pig's a filthy animal. Hey, Angry Iguana from Tiffany, Washington. Jokerfish is getting love from Chris Abels. Chris Abels, get William hung on replayables. I wonder if that could be a possible. Space Nerd, I asked him. I didn't hear the answer, Chris. I don't know if he said no or if you're waiting for an answer. I'm starting to think Homie is the Angry Iguana. Uh-oh, we got a theory, Scott. Thinks Homie is the Angry Iguana. Matt Cheers Abels from Donkey Kongington. Crazy Hillbilly says, I ride Harleys. I've been with bikers all my life. They're good people. I know that they're good. A lot of them are definitely good character people. And you see a lot of them going to churches on Sunday. Good Christian, good character people. I don't deny that. I was looking for my sound effect for you. Here we go. Come on. Let's make you feel at home then. Come on, man. Come on, great. Let's go, Great Hillbilly. He got all that stuff. He got pig. He got bacon. Come on, we going over that way. Come on. There you go. Chris Abels says, Crazy Hillbilly, that sounds awesome. Donkey Kongington getting the love from Chris Abels because he knows when you're in here. That's right, because he knows when you're in here all the time. 666, Bone Loads is checking in. Look at this here, Scott.
Unload.
Hi, buddy. I missed kind of doing Sports Heads with you, kind of on hiatus because I'm doing BF Live here every day. So kind of put that on the shelf, but I want to get back to doing Sports Head soon. I love you guys, my Sports Head family. I wish Psych, she had no idea who it is. She has no idea who it is, and I want to meet him again. Crazy Hillbilly's laughing, so that's a good thing. That's why we're here. Bone Loads, Bones Up from Chris Abels. Jerry Shepardina says, Crazy is your real name, Arby's, because you got all the meats. That's right. That's gay Crazy Hillbilly. That's a great reference there, JD Shepardini. Crazy Hillbilly. He has the meats. There you go. Bone Load 666 from our friend Psych. Haha, Chris from Psych. Do like Space Nerd says, and please hit that like button. It helps. See, I know you like me because I can feel the vibes right now. We've been vibing and having chat family all day, but please let YouTube and let Facebook and all the people know how much you like BF Live because they only know if you check it off. Donkey Kongington, hello, Bone Load. Bone Load says, bones up. To Donkey Kongington says to Bone Loads. Chris Abel says, I would love to have Angry Iguana on the show. The Angry Iguana. All right, we'll have to see if we can make that happen. We can get in touch with him, Chris. All right, but we started Perry Talk here, so why don't I go to it? And that's because the star of the movie is kind of hanging out in our chat. We're blessed to have Mr. Hollywood Chris Abel in the chat. Let's look at some of the last things that they've kind of posted, keeping us in tune and giving us the flavor of some of the last things that happened with the movie, and then maybe we'll kind of glide into seeing maybe when they start doing live shows again. So let's see. Here's the guys at the airport. Let's see. And I'll read you. It says, we're done. After filming a movie in 2 weeks and streaming 3 times, we were ripped and wiped out. Thanks for all the support over the last 2 weeks. As PCL continues to grow, there will be changes here and there, but we are honored that so many of you are on this journey with us. We'll take some time off to rest and recover and rest and chilling, but we'll be back streaming before you know it. Over and out. And what I like about this picture is that, we kind of see these guys individual. Well, you only really see Jim so much. You see Tom sometimes and Perry, but it's cool seeing these guys actually together, Scott, because they kind of all work together remotely, kind of like we do.
Yeah. I like. I mean, I just see them on the TV or the YouTubes, but I like these guys. They're the kind of guys I would hang around with, and you know what I mean?
Well, absolutely. And I think Chris would tell you as much because he's got cool pictures with him. He said they were really cool people. There's my picture repaired. He was really cool to me, so I love that. He was so happy to meet me. My boy Garrett. Yeah, look, he was really excited. He was like, look at this. And I'll give you, Tom B took that picture. Tom was nice enough to take the camera from me and take that picture. So Tom himself took that. Let's see what else I got for you. Let's go back here. Let's explore let's do a little Perry Talk Twitter. Okay, let's see. It says, and the Oscar goes to. So let's watch a little scene. Let's see what Perry did. Let's see this acting prowess from the movie set. The Wild Western movie.
Holy fucking shit. Get the fuck out of my bar! Get out of here!
Get the fuck out of my saloon.
Fucking, I mean out of my saloon, sorry.
Oh.
Just say, hey, and stop fucking smoking. Get out of my saloon.
And stop fucking smoking and get the fuck out of my saloon! God damn you! No fucking smoking here! There's signs everywhere! Sign over there, sign over there, sign behind me! Get out of my fucking saloon! Go! Go! Now! Go!
Good.
Scream.
Ah! Get out of here, you prick! And that's the door! Go! 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 Go!
That's cool, and everybody in the background watching. That's really neat. There you go. There's a behind-the-scenes look of some of the filming of the Wild Western movie with Perry Caravella. Yeah, Scott, but they really tapped into his emotions with that smoking thing, right? That's easy to get him going.
Yeah.
He has a lot of it's a trigger. He has a lot of passion for that particular subject. Yeah. All right. We got a couple more things to look at here. Let's see what else we can get into on the Perry Caravello talk here. What's the next thing? Well, there's some things that you could talk about. You can get of course, please, if you can, you should member up over there. Perry Caravello Live. They also have a Patreon, PCL. You can go, please member up on either one of them. If you go on YouTube, you can be Shop Vac level for $4.99 a month, or for $9.99 a month, you can be Credenza level, which I haven't upped my level yet, Scott, but I need to do that real soon. I need to step up to Credenza. We need to be Credenza. Let's see. This one is from a guy named Wavy Gene. It says, if Perry and Juliet lived in the Old West, and it says Screamin' Silas texting Juliet by telegraph circa 1892. Look at it. That's pretty funny, Scott. Because we all know the story of him harassing Juliet, his neighbor, who made the mistake of talking to him and making eye contact. That's all you have to do with Perry. So that's Screamin' Silas texting Juliet by telegraph in 1892. I thought that was funny. Well done right there. So let's go back. Let's see what some of the people are saying in the chat about some of this stuff, and then we'll go back and forth. Let's see. Chris, he said he would love to have Angry on. We'll see if we can make that happen. Angry Iguana says, I'm saying he gave me a golden shower and he never pulled my tail. Angry Iguana is pissed. Wait a minute, homie's here. She might know something. How could I be Angry Iguana and Karma Chameleon at the same time? Oh, boy, there you go. Well, apparently it's not homie. How you doing, homie? Thanks for homie and Chris for checking in midday. How you doing? She's laughing. Chris Labels is laughing at the Angry Iguana. Homie, that's homie from Space Nerd. Space Nerd from homie, don't play that. Hope your day is as delightful as you are, says Space Nerd. Tiffany Washington say, hey homie. Oh, thank you, nerd. Right back at you from the lovely homie, don't play that. Chris Abel says, they literally are the nicest dudes ever, all the guys on the movie set. Psych says, true, homie. Sorry, haha. Just trying to figure out which one of us is Angry Iguana, because it's someone in BF Live, Replayables, and Killing It with the Ables. Someone has a second account or switches. Bah! Uh-oh. We got private investigators. Tiff, hey girl, from homie. Perry is very professional, as you saw on the movie set right there. Psych, I legit don't know who it is, but damn, I love them, says Chris Abels. Haha, I can't wait until Perry's back, says Psych. We're going to look at a couple more things. Perry Cat Goldthwait. Yeah, he does have that Bobcat kind of quality, or he's been compared to Kinnison with the oh and the screaming. He only pops up when you come in, so it's someone who was already in here. Says Psych. He's private investigating. Psych, true. I don't care who it is, as long as they stay angry. True, Remnop. And he says, P.S. hello. Psych, I have no idea, but they are hilarious, says Chris Abels. Tiffany says, I agree with homie, don't play that. Space Nerd says, not allowed. Psych says, they are hilarious, and don't worry, homie. They were still angry. I'm guessing they're still angry. Space Nerd is getting the last from Chris. Hi, homie from Jokerfish. Psych is getting the last from homie. Psych says, I bet it's Space Nerd. LOL. Jokerfish, hey, from homie, don't play that. Psych saying, good call. 100 says, so far it's coming on Space Nerd now. Let's see. Chris Abel says, Flex 316. BF. Good day, mate. How you doing? Checking in from down under. We got Jerry Shepherdini from Scotland and our other mate, Flex316, checking in from down under. How you doing? We're doing our normal thing, BF Live Stream Show. We got all of our friends here, and Flex, I don't know if you're going to be up for it, but right after BF Live today, what would be like 3-ish here where I'm at in the States, right at the end of the show, Bob Levy is starting up Out of the Coffin over on the Levyverse. So we're going to get Bob Levy on a Thursday afternoon right after BF Live ends today. So maybe I'll see you in the chat over there as well, buddy. Flex316 getting the flex from Chris. Good day, Flex316 from Space Nerd. Hey, Flex from Tiffany. Psych is shouting out Flex as well. is the PI named Dustin. Flex 316, hi there, Space Nerd. Okay, let's go on to some more here on Perry Caravallo. Let's see car conversations. Oh, I love these. These are when they got him pinned in a car and they're telling him a bunch of shit he don't want to hear. Let's see what they're talking Perry into this time. Car conversations, Perry Caravallo live crew on BF Live Perry Talk.
Not a motherfucking problem. There will be dead fucking bodies.
Why?
Because you're all fucking assholes. You want to fuck with my arm?
We dropped it. You're the one that keeps talking about it.
He's the one that fucking told who's gonna remove his tattoo.
But he hasn't said anything in like 2 minutes, and you're the one that goes on and on about it.
Shut up.
Oh, Perry, you're endlessly funny.
Jim's laughing the whole time. So there you go. They're antagonizing him about removing those horrible tattoos he has because his uncle can't get into heaven because of those horrible tattoos. It's a terrible idea. Yeah, Scott. So I always have like those car conversations. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, the one when Bob Levy was winning, he was giving Bob Levy a ride from the airport. That's my favorite car ride with him.
That was good because Bob's telling him he's got to go around and pick up Perry, his dog, from luggage and all that stuff, and he's like, no, not allowed, not allowed. Funny shit. You think he's going to shave that beard off when he gets back to start clean?
You know, I think he's going to keep it for a minute to try to impress the lady.
Oh, okay, that's a good theory. I'm wondering what our friends that are PCL in the chat think, Donkey and Psych and anybody else. You think that Perry's going to kind of keep this and like Scott says, kind of be macho and try to be sophisticated? Oh, he's got a little color in there for the ladies before the color like dies out, or you think he just can't wait to get home and kind of get that youthful, smooth look back on his face? I don't know. Yeah, you might be right, Scott. He might be loving the fact that it has that color in it and it's something that he knows he isn't going to see a lot. So he might wear it he might trim it up and like wear George Michael style until the dye runs out. We're going to have to wait for the next Perry Caravallo Live and see what really happens. Let's see a couple more of these pictures and have some fun here with some Perry talk. But yeah, they're going to get back to it soon. Everybody be patient. This says, how tall does Perry look in this picture? He's standing next to a pretty tall guy. I would say he looks all of 5 foot nothing. What do you think, Scott? Like 5'8", 5'7"? I don't know.
Honest answer, probably 5'7".
Yeah, because I would
5'8".
say this guy is definitely over 6, right? He's 6+. So you take he easily lost a foot. So 5. Yeah, he's probably like 5, 5.5, 5'7" maybe. I don't know. That's my best. That's my educated guess. How tall does Perry look in this picture? Good day, Flex 316 from our friend Homie Don't Play That. Hello, Flex 316 from Jokerfish. Flex is checking in with Tiffany Washington saying hello. Psych, LOL. Yes, you think he's going to keep it? Good day, Psych from Flex 316. Space Nerd has got the O. Good day, Flex from Good day, Jokerfish from Flex 316. Jim said it's allowed, so it must be allowed. Psych is saying 666. No, he won't. No, he won't what? He won't keep it or he won't shave it off. Let's see. That was the best, Scott. I'll have that drive up if you want to play it next week on BF Live. That was the best, Scott. I'll cut that up. Oh, if you want it next week on BF Live. Yeah. If you want to send me something, I'll play it. Home is gone, I think. You think they took his home away from him? He won't. I'm with Flex. Dan is 6'4". Right. So if Dan is 6'4", then Perry is probably at least 5'4", Chris. Because that looks like almost a whole foot he's given up to that guy. Yep. Jokerfish kind of agrees. He said, I'd say 5'3" to 5'5". I kind of agree with that, Jokerfish, as well. Kind of based on how big that guy looked. Because you could easily tell he was 6+, Chris. 6'4", you said. So there you go. So Chris met Dan. Sorry, Mr. First Name Basis with the tall guy. I just know him as Tall Guy, Scott, but apparently Chris knows him as Dan, I guess.
Yeah,
sorry.
Name
Chris.
dropper.
Sorry. Yeah. Just dropping it right on our foot, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Just dropped it right on our foot. Some bitch. All right, Dan. Dan, meet Chris Abel. Superstar. There you go. All right. Let's see. Let's check out see what else we can get into here. What else? We got a couple more things here. They were retreating Bob for Out of the Coffin. We had a lot of fun watching that. And here they are again. The PCL crew gave it their best in Ohio. Thanks for the memories. Let's watch this because this is like a best of photo thing, a photo journal, if you will, of their kind of days in there. So let's watch this. PCL crew gave it their best in Ohio. Let's watch. Oh no, I'm going to say this had something to do with gay man. This looks like the Gimp or something, Scott. Boss. Jim is the boss. Homie says, hey guys, I gotta run. Hope to see you on Killing It with the Able tonight at 9:30 on the 100 Proof Podcasting channel. That's right. We hope to see you there tonight. 666. Psych says he's Stut Joe Height. John Height. There's two people that agree with that. Stut Joe Height. Chris is laughing. Hey guys, you're big time in us. See you tonight, homie, says Psych. Love ya. We love you, Perry, says Flex316. See you later, Gator, homie from Space Nerd. Jokerface is laughing. LOL. Super Gimp. Yeah, he did look gimpy in there, didn't he? He looked like gay man. Flex is getting the laughs and the strength from Chris Abel. Let's continue watching it. But this is Jim. Jim is the boss, and Jim has allowed all of this to happen. So shout out to Jim. That was really cool, and that's one of the cool things about the PCL. Oh yeah, no shit. I didn't realize I stopped right on high pitched gut. Good call. But that's what I loved about not only this PCL family, but Tom and all the guys. Because look, all of those guys are just like fans. They let fans be part of it and like be in the movie just to get like shot in the head or be extras. So it's going to be full of all kind of like PCL crew, PCL chat family. Chris freaking Abels is even in it and all. So I can't wait to see how that turns out.
Chris fucking Abels?
Yeah, let's keep going with this. There you go. Good call on that high pitch. Who's high pitch? That was Kelly Clarkson. Oh, there's Bob. There you go. Oh, let's go ahead. Eric again. Eric before. Oh. There it is. Look at that. It's Perry and Bob. Look at that. Cowboy Bob. A little wrap-up summary from their trip. That was awesome. We'll hear on Perry Talk. Let's see what else we got to share with you. Of course, yeah, and then they did check in. They did one of the check-ins. The one last check-in that they did was a lot of fun. And this video is kind of self-explanatory for anybody that knows Perry fans. I'm going to leave you with this last thing on our Perry Talk here on BF Live. I hope you're enjoying this kind of visit to Perry while he's not on air. Shout out and please subscribe to PCL on YouTube when you can. Here we go. Let's check this out. Perry and Pickle Talk with Perry. Let's see how this goes over, Scott.
Because he's a smart ass.
Oh, yeah.
Disgusting.
Oh, look at Jim. Look at Jim.
This is great. I've seen this.
Get that fucking shit away from me.
What? Just enjoying a fresh pickle.
Yeah.
It stinks.
Does it?
Get it the fuck away from me.
See
Get it the fuck away! God damn it, you're getting too goddamn close to my face, that shit!
I'm just showing the stream.
Can I see it?
Yeah, you want to see it?
Can I see it?
Damn it.
Here, do you want to see it?
He puts it right in front of the camera.
Get it the fuck away! Son of a
Oh,
bitch.
Gary. Oh,
Get it the fuck away! Stop it! Stop it!
See?
No, I don't want the pickle. Stop pushing it on me.
Right here.
God damn it, stop pushing it on me.
And that was it. Man, he beat up Tony Hawk. He broke Tom's ribs, beat up Garrett. He's beating up everybody. Well, I hope you had enjoyed that and had fun with that, because that was our edition of Perry Talk here on BF Live today.
Talk. Perry Talk. Perry Talk. Talk. Perry Talk. Talk. Perry Talk. Perry Talk.
That's right. That was Perry Talk. Later Gator Homie. We got the Super Gimp. We were back there earlier. Let's see. Angry Iguana says, see you tonight, whiz kids. Oh, nice, calling them the whiz kids on Killing with the Ables. Look out for the Angry Iguana, who's going to be in the chat harassing Chris tonight, more than likely. Jokerfish, Perry and Beetlejuice should hang out. That's some energy. I was wondering what the energy with High Pitch Eric with him, but Perry seemed to cancel out High Pitch for the most part, but High Pitch messed himself up by wanting that $38,000 from the beginning. But, that was funny, wasn't it, Scott?
Yeah.
Who's High Pitch? I want $38,000. Yeah.
Why such a specific amount? 38.
I think because he knew how much a truck was, and because remember when he was really killing it on Cameo for a while. I think at one point he made like over $100,000, and he bought that super F-150 or something. But I think he kind of ruined it. So I think he's trying to get a truck back, trying to get into that lane again. So I think he had that on the brain. Is the only thing I can think of, Scott.
He can't be a good driver.
Yeah, you think? Probably about as good at driving as he is dieting, right? Let's see. Chris Abels says, Angry Iguana, peace, and he's laughing at the Angry Iguana. That's awesome. I can't wait to see the film. Yeah, man. I'm glad we could give you a little flavor of it here, because that's really the flavor is all we got right now from kind of what they're putting out on Twitter, because they haven't been doing shows. But, man, I know as soon as that next show pops up, man, we're all going to be in the stream like clamoring and having fun and poking at Perry and being Perry Caravella chat family. Let's see. Jokerfish says 666. Bones up to you, Jokerfish. Flex 316, thank you. What the hell? Thank you for the $2 Australian. He says, I made 20K this week, so enjoy all. Well, thank you for my little piece of your 20K. That is very generous of you, man. Jokerfish is laughing. It's so generous of you. AA's checking in. Thank you. What's up, fam? Thanks, AA. Thanks, man. Thanks for the tune, man. We're doing good, man. We're doing BF Live. We just got done with doing a little Perry Talk right here. We'll be up here with you to the 3 o'clock hour exactly today, AA, because right at 3 o'clock, if you haven't heard yet, Bob is doing a Thursday Out of the Coffin at what is 3 o'clock East here. So whatever time that is in your time zone, 3 o'clock East, Bob Levy will be signing on to the Levyverse doing a Thursday edition of Out of the Coffin. So the fun just continues right over there tonight. And then we'll be checking in with Killing with the Ables at 9:30 tonight on the 100 Proof Podcasting channel. Hell yeah, Flex 316. Congrats on scoring that 20K, and thanks for sharing it with me. Let's see. AA getting the cheers from Chris Abels. Poor Tony. Yeah, Tony got his ass beat, man. Yeah, I mean, Perry's like just beating everybody's asses. Violence is no answer. It's not the answer, Perry. Don't you agree?
Shut the fuck up.
It's not the answer, Perry. Let's see. American Cupcake's checking in again, saying, what's happening, everybody? Cupcake. Check out Cupcake's Corner with American Cupcake when he travels all across our land, and you might see him do a live pop-up from a museum or cool public places. Thank you, American Cupcake, for checking in. Hey, Cupcake from Chris Abels. AA is giving the cheers to Chris Abels. Thanks again for that $2 super chat and showing up, AA. I appreciate you being here. Cupcake's Corner with American Cupcake. Hello from chilly San Diego. What did you do? You bring the cold weather to San Diego? I heard San Diego is like 74, 75 degrees, like almost all year round, Cupcake. So I hope the weather changes before you have to leave town. Hey, Cupcake from Tiffany, Washington. What's up, Chris from American Cupcake? Congrats, Flex, on the 20K score. Keep going, BF. I'm trying. Let's see. Hey, Cupcake from Psych. He wanted a truck. Yes, he wanted a $38,000 truck to try to replace his F-150. He made bank over $500,000, Flex. I know I didn't remember hearing that total bank, but I knew that he was pulling in like over 100 a year, Scott, at one point, doing cameos, bro. Pulling 100,000 in.
It must have dried up on him, though.
I think it did. I think just because the nature of the Stern Show isn't what it used to be, that fan base is slowly dwindling. And I imagine if he did that much money in sales, that anybody that wants a cameo out of Eric probably already got it out of him. But shout out High Pitch Eric. Who's High Pitch? He had 3 cars. Yeah, he had all kind of shit. Yeah, he doesn't seem like a spender. A true flex. He grifts big time. But wrecks 2. Yeah, he wrecked 2 of them, and you don't know about the 3rd car. Bob, there was Bob. He was in there. Bobby, you saw him in there. You saw the lovely Gina at the time. Cheers to Chris from Flex 316. It's Blowjob Bobby. Let's see. Psych is getting the 100 and the laughs from Abels. AA says you play during job 1. Killing with the Abels comes on for job 2. Job 3. Oh, you play during job. Okay, for job 1, I'm on. So your 3rd job. Damn, AA, you are killing it. We should call it Killing It with AA. So I play during your 1st job, but killing Abel. So you have a middle job. Well, maybe Bob Levy can keep you some company if your 2nd job is happening about 3:00 East is today. We might have a show for every one of your jobs, AA. You are a hardworking person. Thank you for sharing some of that with me. I appreciate the love. I need something for job 2. I just told you. Bob Levy, 3:00 East. You're all set. He's got you set with Out of the Coffin. Damn, AA, that's crazy, says Psych. AA, Levy Out of the Coffin at 3:00 East. We got you covered. See? All the chat families letting you know. We got fun all day here. I love you guys, having chat family. Thanks for hanging with me for this little bit of time today. All right, what else I want to get into next here? We did that. We did the Perry talk. How about if I do? Why don't we get into a little internet shite? I got a couple, 3 pieces of internet. I got more than 3 pieces of internet shite. So why don't we do that? I got some cool ass internet shite. Let's see what I got for you in the hopper for BF's internet shite. And let's play some of that for you today here on BF. That's right. Of course, doing shows like this, I like how Scott gets into all the music here on my little BF Live bumpers and all that shit. Get into it, Scott. I appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you being here. Let's see. We're going to get into some of this today. Yep, Out of the Coffin. Everybody had that covered. Our friend Cupcakes Corner says it's 63 right now in San Diego. It was 115 in Scottsdale, Arizona yesterday. Boy, that's wow. You like cut the temperature in half pretty much, quite literally. Wow. 65 animals, 2 kids, and no sleep. Whoa. Whoa, AA. Whoa. So I imagine some of those, when you got to take care of animal, family of animals, and a family of children. I'm not going to say they're animals, but multiple families. And I'm sure you got to work the land and stuff, man. Wow, man. You're a hardworking dude. You always indicate that in your chats. Damn, Cupcake. I wish it was 60 here, says Psych. AA isn't bullshitting either. No, he's not, Chris. He always mentions how busy he is, but he always takes time to check in and let us know what he's up to and be generous with us and share some of his money with. So thank you very much. I appreciate that. AA has 65 kids and 2 animals, says Chris Abels. Sounds like it, AA. Cheers, Flex from Donkey Kongton. Psych says, I'm breeding chameleons, and that's busy enough with my real job. That's cool to know. I didn't know you were breeding chameleons. Cheers, Cupcake. And Psych knows, he says that it's impressive, AA. All right, well, let's get into some of this BS internet shite here. Some cool shit. You know, I'm always on the internet looking for stuff to share with my great friends here in the chat family. So I think I got a couple things that fit that bill right now. Scott, you know, you're a guy like that. So check out these urinals. So they're always trying to find ways to make us hit the spot. But I thought this is a bathroom, Scott, believe it or not. Check out what you can do when you piss in these particular urinals right here on BF Live.
Morning, this is one of the strangest things you will see today. Welcome to New Zealand's most bizarre men's bathroom.
Yes, Scott. When you piss on these instruments, it will play their sound.
Boys peeing at the same time. Ladies and gentlemen, the urinal man. Making music.
What do they do when you shit?
Warning, this is one of the strangest things you will see today. Welcome to New Zealand's most bizarre men's bathroom.
New Zealand. Hey, that guy's over here playing the same tune over and over again.
3 boys peeing at the same time. Ladies and gentlemen, the urinal man. Making music while being and enjoying the view.
And there you go. That's my first bit of internet shite here on BF Live. The Urinal Symphony. AA, 65 kids, and I'm not Mexican, says our friend AA. So psych, any iguanas? Oh, but don't, Chris will piss on them. No. Don't piss on chameleons, Chris. It's bad enough you piss on iguanas. Don't be asking about iguanas. No, don't be pissing on nothing else. Flex says 5 kids, wife is like an animal, and she puts up with me. I'm very lucky. Awesome. Great to have a great lady in our lives. I do as well. Chris Abels is getting the AA laughs to AA. AA is getting the laughs also from Jokerfish. Chris Abels says, I feel you, Flex. Liz says, I'm an animal. You're very, maybe that your smell. I don't know. Let me see. Chris understands. That's Flex 316. Jokerfish says, I'm pissing in that tuba. Psych says, nope, LOL. I've had one in the past, but I bred panther chameleons, yellow body, blue bars, and crazy bright colors, Chris. So, but no pissing on any of them. Brian Clauder says, when you take a dump, it's the drums. That's funny. Let's see. Be a whole band in there. Shit band. Jokerfish, do it 100%. Flex 316 says, we are all lucky, mate. LOL. We are. To be hanging out right here and doing this, and me kind of doing this and kind of doing something I dream about doing, just having fun with you guys in the chat family. We are all lucky, mate. Notice there are no iguana urinals there, Chris. The angry iguana says there is no, I didn't see anything. They look like musical instruments. No iguana, so don't be pissing on any of those, thinking they're going to make an iguana sound. Wow, psych. Angry iguana noted, and Chris laughs about it. Let's see. Get those ladies out of the men's room. Angry chameleon coming up next, says psych. If he pisses on it, that'll be soon to follow. I would like to try to play chopsticks in there. Dun 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 dun. Mandy Diff is laughing. Says, we're lucky you do this also. Man, that's awfully generous of you to say. Thank you, psych. That's generous. You're picking up what I'm putting down, and I'm picking up what you're putting down. It's all love, psych. But let's go. I got more fun. I got more internet shite for you. We're not done yet. I am Mandy Diff and BK. All right, let's see. I got another thing here. Oh, I'm not going to play that one. That's got to be last right there. Let me see. Got that one. Let me play my shit in the right order here. Oh, yeah, I went on about them. Here we go. Here's my second piece right here. All right, Scott, I don't know. We talk about like different competitions, and, you know, you and I have done sports heads and brought some weird sports and challenges before, but I've never seen one like this, my friend. This is a German pretzel cutting championship. And the caption says it's 3 a.m. Should probably go to bed, but me betting on the German pretzel cutting championships. So let me know if anybody's seen this before, Scott, and let's see what you think about the German pretzel cutting championships.
Er will noch mich anschneiden, deshalb dreht das Messer auf die andere Seite.
Come on.
Zack.
Did he?
So, wir fangen hier an.
Did he? Let's weigh them. Look, they weigh it, Scott. They have to be exact.
Das ist perfekt.
He nailed it. What are we watching, Scott?
Deshalb dreht das Messer auf die.
You got to cut them in apparently this is a competition in Germany where you have to cut the pretzels in half exactly just so.
So, wir fangen hier an.
And look, they weigh them. Oh. He weighs them in their exact same.
Das ist perfekt. Das ist perfekt.
There you go. Who says we don't have exciting sports here on BF Live? Come on, man. Where else you going to see the German? Come on. Where else are you going to see musical urinals and the German pretzel cutting championship right here on BF Live? 1 minute off. Well, make sure you hit the live there, Flex. Sometimes when it cycles, let's see, it might be a little off. 4:21, and it's time for, you're 1 minute off at 4:20. Yeah. It's time for a cone. Fuck it. You do you, man. 1 minute off. That's okay. And we're lucky Scott does this too, says Psych. There you go, Scott. You're getting the love. You're right about that, man, because I love having Scott here to laugh with and do fun stuff with, so I appreciate him being here. Thank you all for loving what we do. Weigh that shit. Yeah, man. They weighed that shit. Cut that shit perfectly in half. Mr. Beast did it too. Okay. Mine cut. Mein cut. I don't know. That's mein Kampf, mein cut. Let's see. My struggle, my cut. Oh, damn, says Psych. Jokerfish says, woohoo, let's get high. Come on. I love your energy. I love the energy in this chat family and the fact that so many like-minded people are in here. Because if I wasn't doing this, I'd probably be getting high with you right now just as much. And I'll be doing it right after the show probably. Cookie cut. Maybe we can get into some cookie cutting championships in the future. But we're not done yet. Let's see. Scott is super fun. You fucking right. Oh, my God. All the stuff that he just pops up and does off of a conversation that I'm having, and I'm over here producing the show, and I'll look, and Scott's got a mic up his ass, or you never know what he's doing, grabbing a prop. Yesterday, I brought up something, you brought up the potato chips or eating chips or something, and you pulled that shit right out. So, yes, always a lot of fun. Let's see. What say you, pretzel weya? And two people were thinking exactly the same because Psych came in right behind and said, pretzel weya, who's paya, pretzel weya. Joker Jinx, LOL. You guys thinking alike. Today is wheelie day. It's a wheelie good day. We really are like-minded. Yes. That's why all this is fun, and that's why all it works, and that's why probably in a little over a half an hour, we're all going to be shifting over and having just much fun, or maybe more, over on the Levy-verse, Out of the Coffin, an afternoon show on a Thursday from Bob Levy. So I love a day that's filled with fun, and we know where we're heading to next already. Fun popping wheelies on a 1050cc bike, says our friend Flex316. I know you like the bike riding. All right, let's see. I'm not done yet. I got more. I got some more internet shite for you here. I keep on up, popping in the wrong one. Okay, let's see how we did that one. Oh no, let's do this one. Well, my shit got all out of order. I think this might be relevant for some people. Hopefully you find this interesting as I did, Scott. So we know Post Malone famously has tattoos on his face, and Mike Tyson and various people. Well, here's a guy. Look at what he's got. But he must have had second thoughts, Scott. So he's getting them lasered off. So let's watch this guy look at all this shit on his face and watch him get it lasered off, Scott. Watch this shit. Here we go. Look at that, bro. My dude is tatted the F up.
Removal must have come along. Yeah, removal must be getting pretty good these days, I guess.
Yeah, because even on a time lapse, Scott, and the consistency of it, yeah, I remember when they first started doing this, where you would like see the red blotches like almost instantly, buddy.
Yeah,
you're not wrong. But that's pretty cool. I don't know.
You have to go out for several trips.
Yeah, I know some people say you saw this. Go ahead.
That reminded me, though, and I'm going to. I haven't talked to him in quite a few years. I went to high school. I can't believe I just now remember this. I went to high school. I was pretty good friends with a guy that ended up making. He was an avid Three Stooges fan. Yeah. To where he's got Three Stooges tattoos, pretty much full body Three Stooges tattoos, and he ended up getting on the Howard Stern show, and his name was Dan Curlin Summers. He had Three Stooges tattoos on his face at the time.
I do recall a tattoo guy on Stern. How did you say that?
Yeah, now his dad is a cop, and his dad and I guess he come to his senses, but he's had them removed. That's what that reminded me of. He has face tattoos removed, but yeah, he had Three Stooges tattoos all over his face. He was on Howard Stern. It blew my mind whenever one of your buddies get on Howard, you know.
Whoa, let's see. I'm doing a little quick search to see if anything will come up.
We'll get in contact with him. Maybe he'll get him to talk to us.
That would be great, Scott. Yeah, I'm not seeing any immediate hits coming up for.
Yeah, I tried to look for it, and I never could find it.
But I do kind of remember that story because I know that Billy West always used to do like a Mo Howard kind of impression. So they had loved anybody that had like a connection with the Three Stooges. That's wild. Good shit. Let's see. All right. Peer pressure is strong, says Space Nerd. A friend of mine makes bank doing this. Really? With the laser stuff? That's cool. Maybe that's why you've seen it. Yeah, and I understand maybe some of us have seen some of these things I bring in. Maybe some have not. But I like when I watch, just like replayables, I like watching them with friends because like friends like Scott will give it other context. Like, here's how we found out that Scott has a friend with freaking with the Three Stooges on them, bro. Just this conversation. So that's what I love about getting on here and just sharing this information with people, is that you never know what way it's going to go. And then that Scott ends up having a friend that is connected to that Howard Stern thing. Facts Nerd says, psych. I just give in. It's easier, says Space Nerd. Flex says, I'm about to get more work done. And I'm surprised, Scott. My boy Shawnee on the Shawnee Zone, not Shawnee from Replayables, but Sean, not High Register, not to be called High Register. He is to be called.
I've seen it. Yeah.
Right? It's
Shawnee.
It's Shawnee. That's right. He told me yesterday that he's got like 13 grand in tattoos on him, Scott. I didn't realize he was that deep in the game, man. He's got like 13 in tats. People got some real money in this shit. Psych says, me too. Billy West did a spot on Larry Fine. Right. And that's why, yes, he did a great Larry Fine. And that's why they loved anybody that had any kind of connection to the Three Stooges. And I do remember them. I do recall this, Scott, where they had this guy that he was such the biggest fan. That's what got him in the studio.
Yeah.
So we got to find out about that. Billy West was great on Howard Stern. Go ahead, buddy.
The full body tattoo Stooges on him. But they did fake one tattoo on him. You could tell even on a marker. I don't know why, but they wrote Curly down his nose or something. But 99.9% of the tattoos were real.
Yeah. Billy West, for those that don't know, was a great impressionist guy and kind of sat in on the Howard Stern show and became like a regular part of the show for a while. And yes, did great impressions of him. He did and some of them were very, very much not borderline racist. He did like Marge Schott, the owner of the Reds, who was kind of known to be racist back in the day. And he would play all that up. But yeah, I have thought about, and I will be featuring Billy West here on a future edition of BF Live in my whack package. You will look at my whack package of Billy West one day.
Didn't he do the Ren and Stimpy?
Yes, he went on to do Ren and Stimpy, and he did, future. Yeah, there was a whole story behind that with the writer's strike at the time or something. And he did Futurama, did many cartoons and stuff like that, things on Adult Swim and things of this nature. You understand? Let's see. Larry Goes to Woodstock was amazing, says Nimrod. He truly was Joker. Talking about Billy West, I'm going to feature him one day. I am around 13 in, really. Janis Joplin, I wouldn't fuck with her. I wouldn't fuck her with Shemstick. I wouldn't fuck her with Shemstick. Let's see. Anyone got ETH's address? Eric the what? Eric ETH? Should be ETA, Eric the actor, or let's see. I thought he was going for Eric the actor, maybe. He did. Let's see. My whole right leg is covered in tats, but my best friend did them all at our apartment for free every night. Wednesday tattoo. It was great. Well, that's good if you like the game. ETH. Eric the ETH. We're putting it up. You are a good friend to let him practice, says Space Nerd. Yeah, that is cool. Put the address up. He's the most amazing artist, paintings and drawings and all nerds. So I bought him a tattoo gun because I knew he could do it. That was cool. Get some free tats at it. I'm not following the whole address thing. I don't think Scott is either. ETH address. Let's see. All right, let's get into some other internet shite and maybe Flex will clear it up because I don't think I'm following that one. But let's go. I got some more stuff here for you. ETH. I'm just not getting. Sometimes when you do a story, when I'm doing the show, I can't figure out every acronym, bro, on the fly. So sometimes I need a little extra help because I'm kind of thinking of the next button and the things I'm pushing. Eric, the ETH. It's just not my brain. I mean, brain's supposed to be back there, but it's here. I'm thinking. Let me see. Let's look at these. We did the bathroom thing. And I'm sure it'll be obvious once you tell me.
Yeah, you got to tell us now.
Yeah, I know. Right now, I want to know what I'm not getting, and I'll be like, "Oh, dumbass." So let's see. We did this one. We did laser tattoo. We did that one. I think I got one more for you here on BF Live's internet shite. It's 2:32 here on the East Coast. All right, here we go. We got to really get into this one. This is kind of a longer one, Scott, and I want to know if you have a need for this, and I want to see if everybody out there has ever had one of these or need this. You don't know what ETH is. Let me see. BF ETH address. I'm still trying to figure this out. Put the address up. I'm not following. Okay. Let's go. All right. Let's get into this last one, Scott. Let me know what you do. We talked about bologna and eating Ethereum. You're talking about Ethereum. You're talking about the talking about like money, right? Currency, Ethereum. Okay. Put the address up. I don't have a ETH address, but there you go. All right, let's get into this last one. The bologna folder here. Let's check this out. We talked about bologna sandwiches, Scott, the other day, and people cook them back in the day when you didn't have so much money or you just wanted something different to mess around with when you were a kid. And we talked about the bologna bubble in the top. But let's see what a bologna folder is all about. Okay, mate. What's going on? Oh, okay. Oh, I understand. Now I'm following. Yeah, I don't have any kind of a digital currency right now. Wow. So that's how he made his money to get this week, Scott. Now we're putting it all together. He made the 20K this week and he was going to throw some my way. Wow. Well, I wish I had some, or I'd be accepting what you were putting down, but thank you, Flex 360. I mean, yeah, Flex for letting us know and filling that in, man. Yeah, I wasn't definitely following a stock market acronym. I was thinking like Eric the actor. I was thinking Stern and all that stuff. I wasn't even in the stock market. Let's see. Yeah. Psych says, I'll give you my address, Flex 316. Damn. Yeah, I'm not big into crypto yet. I don't have no crypto at all. I'm a bit behind on that, but I'm glad you're up on it and you made 20K and you shared at least $2 with it here with me today. All right, Scott, let's see what product, if you need this. Well, if this covers a need that we need, this is the bologna folder, Scott. That's right. You heard it. The bologna folder. Let's see what a bologna folder does, Scott.
Look at it. It is big. You're going to want to clear off your counter. You're not going to be able to store it. Now, a bologna folder solves multiple problems. It's going to organize your bologna. It's going to save you more space in the refrigerator and on your shelves, wherever you store your bologna. And since there are 1,900 different types of bologna in the whole world.
1,900, Scott. Okay, so I didn't know that their bologna game was so deep. This is called a bologna folder max with oil and 2-year subscription. Like, what do you need? Like, who is this involved with bologna that they need to know all the different types of bologna and they're folding it, Scott? But nonetheless, there's a product and a need for everything. Let's see what a bologna folder can do for you.
We got to get a handle on this situation. First,
yes,
you've got to grease this machine. You're going to want to grease this twice a day. Now, first slice of bologna, perfectly placed.
Right.
See that circle? If it's bigger than that circle,
Yeah.
it ain't bologna. So that's the first thing the machine's doing for you. We have it set to thin. So now we know we can organize the bologna. There's one thin stack. Here's another slice of bologna. Let's see. Oh, it's tripped up. Doesn't pass the gauge. That's a thick slice. So now we organize that over here. So the first phase of our bologna folder is organizing the bologna. Now that we have the thin stack, look how gorgeous. Everybody take a second, drink it in.
Did you know there was such a problem?
Isn't bologna so good?
Ooh.
It's been such a pain up until now, though. Now we put it on the folder.
Right.
Thin slice of bologna.
Folding
It's folded.
Whoa.
It's folded.
Folded?
It's sort of folded.
It's sort of.
Maybe, you know what? I've got it on the wrong side. Sorry about that. Here
There's
we go.
a side?
Folded. And now you flip it into, see,
What?
folder. Look at it. It is
What
big.
in the hell
Wanna
was
clear off the
that?
counter, you're not going to be able to store it. Now,
That's
a
the bologna folder,
folder,
y'all. So there you go. If you're having that kind of problem in your life, Spacey75 says, my number one problem is disorganized bologna. Flex16 is saying, yeah. Hackride says you should have 50%, 30%, 10% growth, and 10% crypto. That's his financial advice. Who eats that much bologna? Yeah, I thought it was a goop, but they had all the heights and organizing. Who has this problem? Who has so much thick bologna and thin bologna? And who the hell needs to fold bologna and throw bologna around? But nonetheless, if you need it, Home Shopping Club, QVC, they have everything you need. She's full of bologna, tis. Let's see. Is your name the same? Flex316 says there's no gate. A pain, LOL, he also says. I'd rather have a salami slicer than a bologna folder, says our friend Joker Fish. Look at it. Diversify. Okay, I will look at it and diversify. Thank you very much for the financial advice. Look, you give financial advice, I give bologna advice. It's all good here on BF Live. I think that's all I had in the hopper for you there. We got Scott.
You know, something that can really, or does me anyway, something that really can ruin your bologna experience. You ever get, I guess it's like, I call it a bologna bone. It must be like a bone chip fragment or something. Every once in a while, we're getting that bone, the bologna meat, and your teeth will find it. and then I'm done.
And that's
eating
kind of
bologna.
that's going when that reality hits you, because you can fool yourself that I'm just enjoying a meal or eating something real quick, but when you bite in a little something, all that reality kicks in and it goes backwards, and you're like, oh, I know where this came from. Yes, that's kind of give you those thoughts. AA says, hack, I was divided, but said F it and went heavy on the Bitcoin, says AA. Psych says, what's your Discord name, Flex? Flex Discord, yes. Hackride says, BRK by itself is heavily diversified and has 120 billion in cash. Flex16 says the same. Okay, well, I'm glad we're caught up with the chat here. You know what, y'all? We got about 20 minutes to go in the show. I'm going to pull this train into the station right on time today. Hey, shout out to Bobby Nick. A shout out to Stormy. I hope you really are doing okay. Take a couple days off or whatever you need to there, buddy Bobby Nick. What else can we get into? All right, I got a little fun segment I think we can end with here. I played one the other day. Why don't we do some of these? I think they're down at the bottom here. Where did I put those? I put them right here. Okay, I'm just calling this segment, because this guy does this all the time. Do I have a sign for it? I was just going to call this segment, How Many? How many? How many, Scott? Let's see. HOWMA. What? We're going to call this How Many? All right. How many does it take? All right, we did this thing the other day where the guy went up on top of a bar and he wants to know how many pastas it takes before he hits the ground, right, Scott? How many?
Right.
So I got a couple more of those how many videos for you right here. I want to play right here on BF Live. Our first one is, what's up, buddy?
I was just trying to buy a little time for you. I was going to say, like how many licks it takes to get to the center of Tootsie Pop.
Kind of very similar to that. But yeah, we're going to call this How Many. And this guy tries to hold his body weight up with various things. And we like to see how many. So how many, in this one, Scott, this is how many Easter baskets will hold this guy up in there. Let's see how many it takes. Whoop, rolled to Perry. Let's see. Trying to get some sound on it, but it looks like I can't scroll it without. Oh, here it is. Here we go.
Easter basket. Oh, 2 baskets. Oh, no. 3 baskets. Oh, no way. I cannot believe that 3 is full. Happy Easter. 4 baskets. Oh, 4 does not sound like it's going to hold me. But, oh, there it goes. 5 baskets. Oh my gosh. Look at this thing go. I'm really.
5, Scott. Looks like 5's the number.
That is so sturdy. I thought it would take more baskets. Oh, I actually can't break this. I'm actually trying to, and I just. Oh! How many Easter baskets?
And there you go. That's how many. That's 5. So the number is 5. How many Easter baskets to hold that guy up? It took 5. Let's see what we have here. We got another how many. And our next how many. This is how many grocery bags. How many grocery bags will it take to hold this guy up here on How Many on BF Live? Let's check on a couple comments before I play the next one. And let's see.
My guess is 25.
I like that. Okay, I like you guessing. I should have had you guess. 25, you're saying. Okay, let's see how close you get. I have, I got to count them zeros. 50 million Caspa sitting there, said our friend Flex, still talking about cryptocurrency. I'm going to make a replayables coin. It will only be accepted at bars. That's right. And it will mostly be held by Chris Abels. Couldn't find you. Mine is VCYKE with a V. Psych is in all capitals. Add me, our friend Flex is asking. I will let you know. Not home at the moment. Psych says, sounds good. We're always in chats together. Anyways, we will get it figured out sometime. They're hooking up on that. Happy Easter. Ha, ha, ha. 37 bags, our friend Psych says. What was your guess, Scott? 25?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
All right.
25.
Donkey Kongton's got 70. All right. We got 30. We got 37, 70, and then your guess, Scott. All right. Let's see. Here we go. See how many it takes.
Grocery bags can hold my weight. 1 grocery bag. Oh,
One grocery
2
bag.
grocery bags. Golly. 3 bags. Oh, man. 4 bags. Holy guacamole. 5 bags.
Oh, not guacamole, Scott.
No way. I can't believe 5 is holding me. Why am I spinning? I don't like this. Who would have known I could trust my life with 5 grocery bags? Oh, I can't. How many grocery bags?
He got 5 before he fell, Scott. So I guess the technical answer is 5. 5. Wow. There you go. All right. Let's see what else. I got a couple more for you here.
You said guacamole?
Yes, he said holy guacamole before he fell. Yeah. All right. I have one more here. Oh, this one is in how many? How many pieces of tape? He's going to use pieces of tape, Scott. Any guesses before we do pieces of tape? It looks like a inch wide, like a colored duct tape, if you will.
Duct tape. That's pretty good stuff. How they counting it? How many pieces? How many
pieces of tape? Yeah, he's going to pull like a piece of tape over, and he's going to try.
I'm going to say 12.
12 pieces of tape. All right, let's see what else happens. Right, let me see. Yes, the Stream Melon Spot running, saying if you enjoyed the program and would like to help continue, please super chat when you can. Your super chats help me continue to do what I love. Space Nerd says, all right, my friends, I am out. I will see you tonight. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks, BF Live and Scott Fitzpatrick No Filter. Thank you, Space Nerd, for always letting us know what you're up to, being in the chat family, and throwing out your good positive vibes to us. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday, and maybe I'll see you tonight in Killing with the Ables chat tonight at 9:30 on 100 Proof Podcasting Channel. Damn, that's crazy and illegal now here in Denver, talking about something else. Flex316 says Fatal 9107 is he throwing out his crypto identity. 70 said Donkey Kongington. You can buy shrooms and weed, but no grocery bags or styrofoam here. Interesting. Priority psych. You got to have your priorities. See you later, says Space Nerd. Fresh Canadian avocado grown in Saskatchewan. Please don't start with the whole avocado. It's because of sore spot. Let's see. See you, Space Nerd. Flex 316 says, no, that was his Discord. He was letting you know that was his Discord. That's my fault. Flex 316 is letting you know that Fatal 9107 is his Discord handle. Thank you for clearing that up. By Joe Griffin Space Nerd. Okay, I got one more. I got the tape one here, Scott. So what did you say again?
Got 12?
12 pieces of tape. All right, let's watch it here. How many pieces? How many does it take before this guy falls? How many pieces of tape? Let's see, Scott, if you're right or not. 12, you said. Oh, let's go.
Pieces of duct tape can hold my weight. 1 piece. Well, 2 pieces. Oh, 3 pieces. What? 5 pieces. Oh my God. 8 pieces. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's holding. That's it. I can't believe how sturdy that is. I don't think it'll ever break. How many pieces of duct
So it looked like it was 8, Scott. So yeah, these are kind of misleading. I know that pasta one that I played the other day, it took like 3,000 pastas or something to hold his body weight up, right? Some crazy amount.
Yeah. This guy's got a lot of time on his hands.
I'm telling you, because he started with, like, whoever thought, that was like a high person would think, I wonder how many of these pastas would take to hold my body weight up in the air. That sounds like something you think of when you're on weed, under the influence of weed, Scott, doesn't it?
Yeah, it don't show how far he drops it. I was kind of looking at the background. It looks like I'm sure he goes on a pad, but it looks like he drops pretty good little distance.
It does. You never see him fall, and it looks like a whole story that he falls, like from the top level of that gym to the bottom level. Sweet Dream Space Nerd from Psych, Bye Nerd from Psych. 39 was a Psych's guest. Gotcha, Psych, says Flex316. They're friending each other in Discord, getting to know each other better. Closer chat family here. All right, and that was my last peep for that segment right there. That segment right there. There you go. How many? They've been popping up in my feed, so I like to share them with you when I have them here. Let's see what else we got for you here on BF Live. Oh, that's right. You did put in your submissions for the celebrity death report, Scott. Why don't I get into that? I'm trying to think if I loaded them up, see if I loaded them up or not. You're always cool about it.
I already forgot who died.
I know. How about that? Yeah. Well, you know why? Because we were doing all that extra producing of the pit thing, Scott. You threw these things in, and we kind of ran right over them. But let's get into some of these. Let's see. 1, 2. Okay, we got a couple of them. Why don't we get into the celebrity death report here on BF Live, and we'll pull this train into the station, making our way over to the Levy-verse and out of the coffin right at the top of the hour. But right now, let's get into the celebrity death report here on BF Live.
BF Live, Celebrity Death, Marriage, and Divorce Report. They lived, they loved, they died.
That's right, y'all. Everybody does the celebrity birthdays, but here on BF Live, we do the celebrity death Death Report. We try to see what we can learn about the people that have come and gone before us, and there's a lot of cool things that we kind of get out of this. It's cool shit we learn. So let's see what we get into here. It says, I'll send you my ETH in a second at work, doing that stuff. What's this? Kathy's checking in saying he needs 2 lights. I'm not sure who needs 1 light. Oh, maybe Scott needs 2 lights. I don't know. I'm not sure who you're talking about, Kath, but how you doing? Welcome, big sister. How you doing? Okay. And our celebrity death report, we got. Yes, Scott.
I haven't known what most of the chat's been talking about today. Has been.
There are days where it's easier to follow, and some days it's harder, and sometimes people will just spit out whatever thoughts on their mind, and it definitely doesn't hurt when I'm like 10 minutes behind, Scott. But yeah, it's all in good fun. But yeah, some days are harder than others, and yeah, like with the ETH, like I was totally in like a Howard Stern mindset, bro. I wasn't even thinking about stocks or crypto or anything like that when I'm doing so many other things. So I appreciate the extra help with the brain cells, clearing up some of that stuff here. Let's see. Who died this day, Flex? Well, let's see. Of note, who died this day, the first person we're going to talk about, Scott, is the Rat guitarist. Robin Crosby died on this day. I know you and I being metalheads, we're kind of Rat fans, right? You like some Rat back in the day?
Yeah, that's one of my. I think there's a way underrated band. That's one of my top 5.
Yeah, one of the better LA glam bands, if you will, kind of came in the wave with Motley Crue and everything. I'll read the article real quick. It says the prevalence of sex, drugs, and rock and roll in the mid to late 80s was tempered slightly by the AIDS epidemic and the dangers of unprotected sex and sharing needles. For the most part, the hard partying glam musicians who ruled the decade escaped relatively unscathed, an exception being Rat guitarist Robin Crosby, who contracted HIV and died from a heroin overdose on this day, June 6th in 2002, Scott. Wow, I didn't realize that he'd been gone now 22 years.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy, huh? Crosby was half of Rat's twin guitar attack along with Warren DeMartini. The pair was the integral part of the sound of the hits like Round and Round, Lay It Down, and Way Cool Jr. But with all the success of the lifestyle came, it started to catch up with Crosby. By the beginning of the 90s, he was heavily addicted to drugs and left Rat following a Japanese tour in the early part of 1991. So today we remember Robin Crosby, one of the guitarists from Rat who died on this day, June 6th, 22 years ago, Scott. So yeah, what is your favorite Rat memory? Do you have like a favorite song like Lay It Down, or what did you like about Rat?
Actually, my memory that I attached to the several Rat albums is I bought probably Columbia House or something. I probably ordered the Rat catalog, cassette tapes, the whatever for a penny. And
yes, I remember those.
And my dad liked to well, we had a bunch of giant trees that we chopped down, and I had to split all of them into logs with the sledgehammer and chisels, and it was like took me all winter. And that's what I had won a jam box in a ugly shoe contest at a shoe store. Okay. And so I had a new jam box and 3 cassettes from Rat, and I chopped wood to them all winter long, all winter long.
That's cool. So basically, when you listen to Rat, it gives you wood.
I go back, yeah.
Okay. Chat half the time are talking a different game. Yeah, Flex. So I try to catch up with your chats. I'll talk amongst yourselves, or I jump in every now and then. Glam, yes, says our friend Flex316. He likes it. Oh, 80s AIDS, you did a bad thing. You took him from us. He says, my bad. 80s AIDS, how dare you take one of our rock and roll guitarists away from us, man. All those guys were fucking and doing drugs, but yet Robin Crosby got it. Oh, my God. Rat, says our friend Flex316. And he also says, wow, probably because he can't believe, like myself, that it's been 22 years since he passed. It doesn't seem like that long, Scott.
No.
That's rolling it back, says LOL, says Flex316. Growth EXP, Flex is throwing out there. Sure, that's another one of his cryptos he's talking about. Okay, I got another one here. Another celebrity death that happened on this day, and everybody should know from history, is Robert Kennedy, the brother of John F. Kennedy, suffered the same fate, unfortunately. Robert F. Kennedy made significant contributions to the civil rights movement and fought against organized crime. He served as the United States Attorney General and later as a U.S. Senator from New York. Kennedy played a key role in his brother John F. Kennedy's successful presidential campaign in 1960. After the election, he was appointed Attorney General, becoming one of the youngest cabinet members in American history. As Attorney General, Kennedy worked closely with civil rights leaders like Martin Luther King Jr. to advance the cause of racial equality. He also led a vigorous campaign against organized crime, targeting several influential mafia figures. And I think that's kind of, we figured out why he had suffered the same fate of his brother, unfortunately, right, Scott?
Yeah. Sex scandals and stuff.
Yeah, and then he went after the mafia. I mean, and that was, from what we've learned from history, that was like the kind of the heydays of organized crime, with Vegas being established and the mob being a big entrenched in the United States, and all. The mob was a big thing. So I guess even when you're attorney general and president, you stand in the way of money and the mob, things happen, and it kind of ended that way, unfortunate way that it did. He was assassinated, much like his brother was, but he died on this day. Let's see. Jokerfish says WASP was cool. We are sexual perverts, yes. Right, Scott?
We are Satan's people.
We are Satan. We always heard we are sexual perverts, but whatever. Yeah. Satan's people.
We're going to be doing on Jason Bardo's channel coming up. I don't know exactly when, but
Did you pull your wire out of your mic? He pulled his wire out by accident. Scott does that, but Jason Bardo X, I know they talk about music and stuff a lot. So I'm thinking he's going to say, shot, Bobby. I'm just seeing random words.
Okay.
I can hear you. You're back. So what were you saying about Wasp?
I forgot. Jason Bardo's channel. We're going to do a breakdown on that band. It's one of my favorite bands.
That's cool. And is he going to do that on his regular, because Bored to Death is not a show. That's what I hear.
No. Yeah, this will be Bored to Death isn't a show, but the one I'm talking about is a show, I think. I guess. I don't know.
Okay. Well, like Jason Bardo X, he says Bored to Death is not a show. And I like to say that this is not a podcast. This is a stream show. It was Stream Show 88. We got to pull the train into the station, y'all, because I can already feel the chat family starting to gather over the Levyverse. So that's where we're going to head right after the show. Matter of fact.
Before we go, can I ask a question about this crypto?
Please do, buddy, because please stall for me and stretch and have a talk
Alrighty.
while I go try to send our crowd over there.
All righty. I was wondering if this crypto can, like Bloods, the gang members from the Bloods, can they own crypto? Would they own crypto?
You think they have the Bloodzos and the Cryptos or Cryptos? I don't know, Scott. Maybe our friends in the chat will let you know. You can meet the chat. I'm going to try to send our crowd over to Bob. Not that he needs it, but I'm going to do a little redirect. I'm going to do add, and I'm going to type in here, and I'm going to see. I'm looking for Bob's show. Let me see. DB Land. Let's see.
Should I be getting cryptos?
Well, I don't know, Scott. I hear a lot about crypto. I hear good things and I hear bad things about crypto. Now, our friends in the chat are talking about having a good crypto experience here and making $20K. But now I hear some things about people losing their passwords and getting locked out of their crypto forever and stuff like that, or just not really having a value yet because it's not really moving a whole lot. So I really don't know what to do with crypto yet. But I'm sure my friends like Hackride and everybody, they'll be telling me otherwise in a minute, that I should be in it big time.
I really don't even know what it is.
It's basically digital currency. It's decentralized money, Scott. It's trying to get away from the man, if you will, and trying to come up with money that isn't involved with our central banking system. So there you go. I think that worked right. So at the end of the show, if you're here in the chat, there should be a little link that pops up, and it'll take you right over to the Levyverse, and there'll be a little message over there that said BF Live and his chat family and his crowd have joined your show and joined your chat family for your show today. So I hope to see everybody over there in just a few minutes. We got about 3 minutes to go, Scott. But yeah, so I'm not educated enough in the crypto, and I still hear all of these kind of stories, but I hear people like Hackride. He seems like he's approving of it or is pro cryptocurrency. And obviously our friend Flex is, if he scored $20K and he shared 2 with me, thank you very much. JFK got lead poisoning. Says Jokerfish. RFK did, I should say. They both did, actually. Threw you a message, says Psych. So Flex and Psych are talking to each other still. Gimme Beso says white, Anglo-Saxon, Protestants. That was another one too. When we were growing up, some would say that we are wasp ourselves. Yes, we are sexual perverts. We are Satan's people. Yes. Haha, Jokerfish, that's for sure. Tiffany says Freak Pod is the show. That's not a show. Oh, that's right. That is a show. Never mind. You're right. I was thinking that Bored to Death is not a show. But you are right, Tiffany Washington, because I was sat in on a Freak Pod with him. So maybe they'll be talking about that wasp on a future episode. Tiff has it. She knows what's up. Anyone CA. There's another name going up there. The Bloods call it Blipdo, says Scott. Says Donkey Kongton. Got that Blipdo, yo. What you know about that? Thank you, Psych, from Tiffany Washington. Probably not if you don't know about it. Yes. True, says Psych. See you on Bob's show, says Jokerfish. We're going to see you over in a minute. We got 2 minutes to go. Psych, do you have a QR? Says Flex316. Yes, want me to send it. Flex says just post it. Same place. KK says Psych. Too lazy to type, says Flex316. Donkey says no, Psych. He wants you to send my QR code to him. Flex says, yo, G, hit me up, G. I want to see Scott's Wasp show. Well, there you go. Well, maybe you can check in on Jason Bardo X one day on something called the Freak Pod on his channel, and maybe you'll see Scott on there talking about Wasp one day. But the crowd's all set to go, Scott. Let's do our some plugs, bro. Thanks for joining me. Where are you going to be? It's Thursday, bro. What are you going to be doing the rest of the day?
Yeah, I'll keep it short. My plug short and just for today. No Filter tonight at 6 o'clock Central Time. Electra Fry will be with us on No Filter for the first time.
We love some Electra Fry. So go eat on them fries over there. Enjoy tonight on No Filter with Andrew and Friends at 7 o'clock Eastern Time, 6 o'clock Central. Their guest will be the lovely DJ Electrify from Hack Ride Studios. So for Scott Fitzpatrick, I'm BF Buffalo Bobby Fran. It's 3 o'clock straight up here. We're heading over to the Levyverse, y'all. It's out of the coffin time. This has been great fun, a great day, great energy. Thanks for all the love and the super chats. I appreciate and love you all. And I'll see you tomorrow to finish up the week on Friday, 12 noon East, right here on BF Live. We're out of here, y'all. Going to the Levyverse. See ya.